With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The streams online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shazbin 9 and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stay so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because the squad can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if I fun. His child can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't actor as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact and how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over it and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jared here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for us today, Friday 26th of May 2023. I do hope you have all had a very good week indeed, and we can look forward to a good, robust weekend in store. So yeah, let's start off the weekend on a bright note, and hopefully we can get a full house bingo to get the weekend started on a high note. As you can see, Phil's awake and online and all that jazz, and he says he's ready for some more Zelda, and a full stream of it today. And also one week until SF6. Oh boy. You can really sense the excitement in this young little piggy's fucking... in this typing here, you know what I mean? He can barely contain his excitement because Street Fighter 6 is on the goddamn horizon. I pig-goed something randomly to see how many results there were. I thought I would search a random DSP phrase, insanely stupid. There's 163 different results for insanely stupid. The most recent example was this one here.
I received a $6.72 tip. It is from 672. Can you start saying thanks for the money, dummy, when you get troll super chats? No. Did I ever actually say thanks for the money, dummy, and it became a meme? Because I know people said stuff like that as a negative towards me, but I don't know if I actually ever said that. Did I? Oh, okay. People are saying I did. I'm definitely not saying I didn't. I likely did. I mean, where else would people have gotten it from, right? And let's be honest, some of these people who throw money at me to try to get an insanely stupid thing said on my stream, I mean, yeah. they deserve it, right? Some of the stuff...
I just love how he tried his best to fucking backtrack from the fucking meme. Did I ever say it? Every single one of his fans is like, yep. You did. You absolutely did fucking say it. You've said it before several fucking times, and Phil's like, oh, I guess I did. I didn't try to deny it, I just don't remember.
Stuff that's said on here is just so thunderheaded.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Randomly searching insanely stupid, I'm surprised how many results. 163 different results for insanely stupid. Very specific insult. But, yeah, also as a different example, some of these video clips are no longer available because Phil deleted the broadcasts. The earliest example, let's check out the earliest example of Phil using that phrase. Afro Samurai, oh my. Oh, hold on, it's on mute, hold on, 2 seconds.
And what? This is insanely stupid. I can't even beat the first form now. I've beaten it 3 times already.
So even back in the fucking day, 14 years ago, 7th of February 2009, Phil was using the phrase, insanely stupid. So it's something he has kept going for a long ass fucking time. Really has kept it going a long time. This phrase, insanely stupid. Well, this interesting fucking variation here. It's just insanely stupidity. I need to hear this one.
Would have had...
Hold on, let's hear this one in its full context.
Functionality that was present in the last gen's console, the Xbox 360. Things that, like, out of the gate you would have expected the Xbox One would have had on it, but just insanely stupidly it didn't. And it was just at the launch of this console.
Insanely stupidly, it didn't. Fuck me, man. Anyway, that's enough fucking just mocking Phil's random butchering a fucking word. Let's spin the wheel and determine today's bingo card criteria, shall we? Spin, ya bastard. Spin some more. Give us something good to land on. That being said, shout out to that being said. That being said is today's bingo card criteria. Fantastic. So, I need a number between 1 and 209. The very first number in chat I see, which contains a number 6, where the card I use for today's bingo. 69 was the first one I saw from Nasty Fripples. So here we go, we're going to the 69th bingo card. Remember, the criteria had to contain number 6, and the very first one in chat I saw which contained number 6 was from Nasty Fripples. So it's this card on the right hand side for today's bingo antics. We've got Phil to say literally, his voice cracking, him saying nobody or no one, him making that annoying T sound, and him saying no exaggeration. Then Phil being all defense mode, him being siege mode. Now what is defense mode is when Phil tries to justify something. Steve from Latvia says that's 70. This is the 69th bingo card. The very first result, when I click Control F, the very first result is not on the cards. The very first result is at the very top here. Hold on. If you go to the very fucking top, oh, for fuck's sake, good. How do I explain this to Steve from Latvia? The very first result is essentially fucking not on the card, but on the fucking search box. So the 69th bingo card will be the 70th result. There you go, that's a good way to fucking explain it. Okay, defense mode is when Phil tries to fucking justify why I did something. You know, I had to do this because of that reason. Siege mode is when he fucking crosses his arms, folds his arms, and talks to the camera. So when he folds his arms and talks to you, that's siege mode. Then got Phil saying million, him scratching his stash, and him saying that being said. Shout out to that being said. Phil doing hand graphs. Now what are hand graphs? It is when Phil uses his hands to demonstrate something either going up or down in numerical value. Then you got Phil saying reality, him snorting, him saying react, and people saying. You got clown mode, which is kind of self-explanatory when Phil is acting like a fucking clown, be a tick off a square. Phil saying, oh, him giving the good old turbo nose where he goes, no. Him saying time, and it is what it is. And the final row is Phil saying something style. Him bumping his microphone, him saying admittedly, interactive, and there you go. That is today's bingo card. I think it's quite strong. Just give me a second here to save the card. And then I can get the game all properly set up. And there we go, fantastic stuff indeed. So we can close that, Got his website ready to go, cool. Oh, Phil's got his pinned message here. Welcome to DSP Gaming. Let's have a chill day of streaming and leave all outside drama at the door. I mean, how would you even determine outside drama? How is a neutral meant to fucking interpret outside drama? When you come into the stream, are you only allowed to fucking talk about what's happening on the stream at that very moment in time? Dover and Dodge is asking what's something style. Phil will usually say, like, when he's talking about something specifically, he'll try and use the word style at the end of it. Like first person style, you know, shooter style, gaming style, or he's talking about food, you know what I mean? Like Asian fusion style cuisine. If he adds the word style to the end of it to try and explain it, that is style. Italian style, yeah, exactly. So there you go. But that's what style is essentially. But yeah, how would a fucking neutral try and distinguish what the fuck drama is and what can you talk about, what can't you talk about? It's strange as fuck. But anyway, let me go through the criteria for the bingo and how we can get some free spaces for the bingo card that you'll be seeing any second on the screen. So if Phil snorts 25 times before I start recording for gameplay for YouTube, it's a free space. If Phil burps 10 times before I start recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too will be a free space. If Phil gets 100 likes and blows bubbles for his audience before I start recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too is a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this very stream, not only is that a free space for us, but we'll also play the bubbles animation that Pixar Animation so very kindly made for us. So there you go, a little extra incentive, little reward for hitting 100 likes on this very stream, as well as a free space. We have our own animation to celebrate that. 25 out of 25 on the card means that one of you guys can potentially win a prize. How do you make sure that you're eligible to win a prize? In the description of this live stream, there is a link to a community post I made. If your name is on that community post already, then your name will go down as a potential winner for this prize. There's 150 of you guys already down there so far. And I will check it. If we win today, I will check it one more time before I spin the wheel to determine a winner. So there we go. But if your name's not down there already, then you got to make sure your name's on that community post. The link, as I said, is in the description of this live stream. So there you go. Aside from all that, it's just a case of waiting for Phil to start the show. So I'm going to let you guys enjoy some great music while we wait for Phil to properly begin today's Bingo Fun and Game. So thank you very much, guys, for helping me pick a card. And hopefully we can start off the weekend with a very fun and enjoyable full house.
I care about nothing in life. Me! 3 human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me! 3 I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. Me! 3 that's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me! 3 I care about nothing in life. Me! 3 human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me! 3 I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. But let me tell you something. When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person. That's why. I never would have gotten to where I am today if I just sat there constantly being negative, being angry, being upset, being jealous, crapping on stuff, shitting on stuff, hating me. It's such a way, it's not a way to live. But these idiots actually do this and don't know that. I really have to think and I have to hope. These people just don't know better.
Oh, brothers, brothers, brother.
But I'm telling you, I did spend money on mobile games in the past. I admit it. That's how I know how addictive they can be. That's how I know how bad they are for people to get caught in that kind of addictive nature. I remember playing, and it was an event. The Hulk Hogan card was in it, right? It was a legendary old school back in the day 1980s Hulk Hogan card.
We've been hanging and banging, brother.
Spending all my money on this home game.
Keep spending.
If they ain't 6 stars, I don't wanna
Buy more.
spending all my money on this home game.
Oh, play for 2 more hours. You ran out. Buy more.
If it ain't 6 stars,
Keep spending.
if it ain't 6 stars, I don't want it. All these pools, yeah, I'm about to bust. Spending all my money on these Hogans like I'm Elon Musk.
Ridiculous amounts of money. I know it was. It was probably hundreds of dollars for this event. I earned the car.
Spending all my money on this Hogan.
Keep spending. I earned the car.
If they ain't 6 stars, I don't wanna
Buy more. Money. Yeah.
spending all my money on this Hogan.
Oh, play for 2 more hours. You ran out. Buy more. Money.
If it ain't 6 stars,
Keep spending.
if it ain't 6 stars, I don't want it.
I earned the card, right? I'm like proud of myself. Oh my god, I actually earned this card, and wow, it was very hard to do. I'm one of the few people in the game who even earned it. I think it was only like 20 people in the whole game who had the card or whatever. Okay? And I can tell you exactly what happened. Immediately after I earned that card, within 1 week they announced we were rebooting the game, The card is now going to essentially be way reduced in value.
We've been hanging and banging, brother.
My life today is the best I've ever had. And I mean that. Like, every day I feel like is the best day of my life.
Your life is nothing.
I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I have an emptiness in my life. Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
As you can see, Phil's about to go live right now. We're not going to be sure. Is it going to be a long intro or a short intro today? We'll need to wait and find out. So, yeah, let's unmute Phil's stream and see what's going to happen. Nope, let's just leave it muted for a little bit longer. Okay. Short intro, long intro. It's a long intro. So I'm going to leave that some bitch fucking muted, because why the fuck would we fucking want to listen to any of this shitey fucking intro? So Phil has nothing. Basically, that means that Phil has nothing to talk about in today's podcast. There is no real talking points from today. Expect a whole bunch of Q&A today, essentially, because he has no fucking thing to it's even merit, worth meriting a fucking mention to introduce a fucking podcast. When there is no little random intro before this fucking dumbass intro is played, then yeah, he has nothing to offer his audience. Except for a whole fucking minute of fucking random long intro just to fucking drag out even fucking longer. Jesus Christ, I was just waiting for this fucking intro to get over. I'm not unmuting this bastard, I'm waiting for this fucking thing to finish before I can unmute the fucking thing. Yeah guys, remember, tag me in chat in case I miss anything on the card. I don't try my things on the card, I just do sometimes because I'm a dumb bastard. If I miss anything on the card, please tag me in the chat. Good luck.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 Podcast, where we're always busy having fun down here on Level 1. Today is Friday, the 26th of May, 2023, and I welcome you wholeheartedly to my stream and, of course, the podcast on demand. How is everyone today? I hope you're having a great weekend so far as we head into the home stretch. And what I mean by that is that it is time for us to prepare for the imminent release of Street Fighter 6, a game that we have eagerly been awaiting a very, very long time at this point. It comes out exactly 1 week from today, June 2nd. And that means this week is the final push and blitz heading towards the release of the game, trying to get as far as I can into all the games I'm playing. In fact, today I have a major schedule update for all of you, okay? So that you know what's going on. Yes, the schedule has completely shifted based on the fact that, number one, we did complete my playthrough of Oblivion yesterday, which was very fun to see the ending. Actually, I did enjoy the ending, which is good. I was a little nervous because the DLC, as well as most of the end game story, was not very good, but the final ending was actually quite good, and I liked how it concluded. And this is now going to free up streams for the next week for us to focus on more stuff, which I'm totally okay. Focusing in on completing as much as we can. And let's talk about that in a moment as we get to the schedule, all right? But it's going to be exciting. This week, I'm sure there's going to be tons of hype and everything all built up for their imminent release of Street Fighter 6 and all the content that it's going to come out of it on this channel. I'm going to be playing the single-player story mode. I'm going to be playing all the characters in training mode and then going into multiplayer and trying them there. I'm sure there's going to be so much content coming out of the game that everyone's excited, except for people who don't like fighting games, which I understand. Street Fighter 6 will be a focus on this channel for a bit, and then we'll go back to the usual, okay, variety style stuff. But for a few days, definitely it will be the huge focus of DSP Gaming, okay? So, I'm definitely excited for that.
And that means that in order to prepare for that, we have to get through as much as we can and not have a ton of lingering games. Right now, we currently have a few games that are remaining. We have Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. And, kind of sat down and looked at all of these games to figure out which I could get the furthest in. And it really looks to me like the one that we could likely complete by next week is Star Wars, for multiple different reasons. The game has, sadly, degraded to the point where I actually don't even really want to do side content anymore. We'll talk about that, though. I'm going to give you a little bit of a update on the Star Wars playthrough on today's show. So we're going to talk about an updated schedule and, all the hype coming up to Street Fighter 6. We got a little bit of game news today. A little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. There's a few different stories I want to talk about today. A follow-up on the story about Gollum yesterday, and a few more, news stories that popped up here and there to talk about, and we'll go from there. Okay, so all right. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. This morning, I came into the office. I sat down. I was like, let's get the show started. And just as I'm turning on the stream, I open my seltzer, and it goes, explodes like a geyser everywhere. It's wild cherry seltzer here, and it just explodes everywhere. So to clean up a little bit. Happens sometimes. You gotta be careful with carbonated beverages. Sometimes they overcarbonate them, and then they just, there's nothing you can do when you open it. It's gonna go everywhere. But outside of that, I'm having a good morning so far. Actually, it's supposed to be really hot here in Washington again today, into the 80s, I believe. Let's take a look. Yep, it is going to be in the 80s today. Good news is after today, it's going to be like 70s and then even 60s. So it's not a long-standing heat, but it's one day it's going to be very hot. So we have all the air conditioning pumping in the house already. So you're going to hear that. You're going to hear going on and off during the course of the stream. I'm excited to jump back into Zelda today because last time around we were actually enjoying and having good progress, and then because of the extenuating circumstances and the stupid bullshit that happened back on Tuesday, I had to cut short my stream by a whole hour, and it really did feel like we didn't really get as far as we would have liked, right? Like, it felt like we were just having a good time exploring and everything, and then it's just like, just gets cut short out of nowhere. It's annoying. So I'm happy to do a full stream of Zelda with you guys today. It should be hopefully nice, laid-back, chill vibes today. As you know, when I play Zelda, it is open world, exploration, and fun, and you guys usually give me your opinions on, hey, you should do this, check this out, right? And it usually works out really well. So I'm excited for that. And tonight, obviously, Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, which again was supposed to be Tuesday night, and we ended up not doing. I would love to hang out and do that with you tonight if you could come back for the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I think you should definitely check that out too. That's going to be a great, relaxing stream. Even though we're in the end game, it's getting tougher. All right, it should be a good time. All right. So, there you go. Where to start? I'm trying to think, where do I even start today? Do we just go right into the schedule? Game news will wait. We'll do that after all my housekeeping stuff. What do you think?
What an incredibly fucking boring bastard, man. Holy fuck. He's like, what boring, uneventful, crappy fucking thing I'm going to fucking bore you guys with first? My fucking boring ass schedule, or the boring ass fucking bits of fucking random game news I saw on fucking Twitter? This is fucking unnecessary content, Phil. This is an absolute fucking waste of time for you to fucking inflict this fucking misery on anyone.
Oh, I should say this. As you know, every month I change my setup behind me here on camera. And this month coming up, and to honor the release of Street Fighter 6, there will be some Street Fighter related things. How about that? Yes, there will actually be some Street Fighter related stuff for the new setup starting next week. It's funny because the 31st of May is my day off next week, and then the 1st of June is Thursday, and that'll be a perfect opportunity to refresh everything here, right? And it's going to be some Street Fighter related things. It's going to be a little different. The way I'm going to set it up, I'm going to, put a little bit of effort into making it look a little different than usual. I'm curious how it's going to turn out because I got to mess with it basically on my day off, but we'll see. But I'm excited for that. And we'll have a nice fighting game themed month, all right, in the month of June. Since, again, Street Fighter 6 really is the giant prominent release of the first 2 to 3 weeks of the month. I would say until Final Fantasy 16 comes out, and then everyone's going to be into that. But that's definitely the big prominent release for me, so. Okay. All right, so, I think it's time. Let's just go right into the schedule, right? What are we dilly-dallying for? So today's, this week's schedule, I should say. Today, Level 1 podcast, followed by Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, open world exploration, great chill stream, and then tonight on the late stream, Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, as we continue into the end game. We're in the third and final portion of the story. We've already done the first of 4 major dungeons in this part, and we'll continue tonight and see where the plot takes us, okay? Tomorrow is Saturday. Saturday is React Day. So tomorrow is DSP versus the Internet over on DSP Reacts, where I'm going to be reacting to all the clips that the channel members over there have submitted over the course of the week. Last couple of weeks have been quite good, I would say. With the variety of clips that have been submitted, the shows have actually been better than they had been maybe the previous month, where we were getting a lot of repetition. So I'm actually excited to see where this goes tomorrow. I hope you'll join me over on DSP Reacts, 12:45 p.m. Pacific time, for a 3-hour React show that we do every single week. And by the way, if you're interested in that kind of content and you want to be someone who gets to suggest the videos that I watch every week, head over to DSP Reacts. That's youtube.com/@DSP Reacts. And become a member. Members are the people who get to submit those videos every single week. Okay? If you become an Ultra member, I'm guaranteed to watch your video on the show. There you go. Okay. And then tomorrow night, here's the deal. Because I beat Oblivion last night, we now have open night streams. And what I'm going to do is do a full court press to finish Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So first let me go through the schedule, then let me explain to you why we're doing this, okay? So tomorrow, Saturday night, right here on DSP Gaming, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Sunday, daytime streams will be the Level 1 podcast, followed by Star Wars Jedi Survivor on the first stream, and there will be more Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster on the late stream. Monday, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on the first stream, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor on the late stream. And then Tuesday, the final consecutive streaming day of the week, okay? It will be, yes, Star Wars Jedi Survivor and the hopeful conclusion of the playthrough on Tuesday. And Tuesday night will be more Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, and that's the streaming week because Wednesday's my day off. Now, why on earth am I playing Star Wars every single day for the next 4 days? And, you know, that's a lot of gameplay. If you do the math, it's about 10 hours of gameplay. So what gives? Well, first of all, just so you guys know, we are currently about 26 to 27 hours into the Star Wars playthrough, okay? If you do all the content in Star Wars, it's about a 40-hour game. So here's what's happened. As you know, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is a unique... Man, how can I say? It's a hot mess. I actually think that's the best description of the game, because the gameplay elements are very sound. The combat is fun. The platforming and puzzles and exploration aspect of the game is absolutely interesting and cool and great and well executed. I like the different worlds and the variety there, and the story is engaging. So why on earth am I saying it's a hot mess? Because the game is one of the worst optimized games I've ever seen on a modern console. It runs like shit. The frame rate constantly dipping, going up and down like this, to the point where I have multiple viewers telling me they're getting sick trying to watch the playthrough because the frame rate goes like this so badly, it makes them sick to their stomachs.
Phil, that's a normal thing for anyone to watch your fucking streams for a lengthy amount of fucking time. It is natural for people to fucking feel nauseous and fucking feel sick trying to tolerate your toxic ass. That's a normal thing for the majority of the fucking internet. As a whole, they feel sick to fucking death, enduring your fucking toxic, fucking nonsensical lies over and over and over again.
That's not good, okay? The game frequently has game bugs and crashes. Just to give you an example. So yesterday, here I am streaming the game. We find an optional Jedi temple. These are optional side dungeons that take roughly anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes to complete. It's a series of puzzles inside of a dungeon, and once you solve them, you get a big upgrade. Usually it's like a really good piece of equipment, or it's a really good upgrade to an ability, or it's a really good, you know, something good. So I spent about 20 to 25 minutes doing the puzzle. We're at the very end. I'm at the tail end of solving this puzzle. All I gotta do is open the final door. And I'm brainstorming and we're doing it and we're almost there. As we're brainstorming and about to possibly go for the final attempt, the whole game crashes. Just freezes my console. Well, not freezes the console, but the game freezes. Close the game, reopen the game. The game loads me outside the temple. Auto-saved absolutely nothing whatsoever, as if I had never touched the temple. Start over from scratch. And I'm like, what incentive do I have in this game to actually do this? By the way, this was the second time the game had done that to me. The game had done this before, earlier, where I'd gone to a story-based area, explored for 25 minutes, and then the game again crashed and went back and never saved anything along the way. So, what incentive would I ever have to say, oh, I want to go explore, and I want...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for Logan K for the super chat. It says the game is fine after several patches. He is the only one I've seen still complaining. Blow out your Xbox, you dirty dunce. Yeah, I mean apparently the game runs perfectly well after a few patches, but for some reason Bills is still not running that well, although he doesn't know how to take good care of his technology. So it is possible his dusty old Xbox is struggling because he never turns the fucking thing off in the first place.
What incentive would I ever have to say, oh, I want to go explore and I want to do all the optional side content when the game is so unstable, it could erase a half an hour of progress at a time? That's not fun. That's a terrible gameplay experience. And by the way, I paid $70. Okay, take that back. It was like $67 because I got the EA, EA Access discount or whatever on Xbox. But I paid a lot of money for this game, and this game is a mess. Okay? And then on top of that, then I'm continuing on with my gameplay yesterday, and I'm at a part of the story where there's like a giant laser beam, and I accidentally drop into it. I get hurt, it vaporizes me, I respawn. When I respawn, the game fails to load any of the textures of the outfit I'm wearing. So you see Cal's head and hand and pants, but his entire torso and arms are completely transparent, and it doesn't fix itself. Like, I'm going to the save point and refreshing. It doesn't ever fix itself. It's just fucked up. I might reload the game tomorrow night, and it might still be transparent, you know? It's just a mess. It's like, listen, I like the game. I'm so sad to have to treat it like this. I like the game, but I can't continuously give this game any kind of full-time attention when the game is not worth it. The game is a unfinished, unpolished, buggy piece of crap. And it's sad because all these elements come together and it's like, this element's really good, this element's really good, this element's really good. So it's like 75% of the dev team did an amazing job and 25% did a horrible job. And somehow whoever was the head of the project didn't put it all together to see that the game wasn't ready to be released. And it's sad. It's a mess, okay? So I really am upset about it. I am. I like the game, but I'm like, listen, of all the games I'm playing right now, this is the one we've got to get through. Let's get this done before all the new releases, notably Street Fighter 6, hit next week. And that way, it's out of the way, and we can move on to the other stuff, okay? So, that's why I'm playing Jedi Survivor Saturday night, Sunday daytime, Monday night, Tuesday daytime. And by the way, like I said, I am absolutely not going to be going into any optional dungeons. I'm not really going to be doing significant amount of exploration. All I'm going to try to do is get through the story of the game at this point. I feel like that's the best course of action. I don't see the point in spending a ton of extra time exploring all around, doing optional stuff, when the game's going to keep crashing, going to keep having issues. I just want to get through it and finish it, so that way we can focus on other stuff. So that's why. So if you do the math, it's about 10 more hours that I'm going to be playing this game in the next 5 days, to wrap it up. Hopefully, if I hit like 36, 37 hour point of gameplay, that'll be it. I'll be able to beat it if I'm not going off the beaten path to do the side content. So, sorry to those who've been enjoying the playthrough and wanted to see me continue to fully explore everything. At this point, I've been playing this game for over 3 weeks. It's been almost a month. I held off on playing it for about half a week, waiting for patches. The game has been patched 4 to 5 times and still runs like shit. I have no confidence they're ever going to fix it at this point. Let me tell you something. If there's ever been a shoo-in For a game to make my most disappointing games of the year countdown, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is like the
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Paul J. Brazel Jr. for his super chat, who says it must be great to sit back and dictate the world. Yeah, DSP certainly put the dick in dictator right enough, but it's Jesus Christ. He thinks he knows better. I said this the other day, and it rings true for every single podcast Phil does. He is too negative a person in general to ever, he never talks about positivity. Never. It's always the negatives. He was talking about all the fucking great parts of the fucking game, like it's a fun game, the plot's good, not shit, and it's well written, not shit, but because it wasn't optimised that great at first, he thinks it's ruined the whole gaming experience for him. And he is focusing so much on these negatives and dwelling on these negatives so much and harping on the negatives so much. Apparently he's changed. He wants his streams to be a very positive environment, but when every single thing he brings up is a negative, then you got to ask, where is the fucking positives? The only time Phil is positives in his fucking stream is when he's fucking talking about how you guys can give him money. That's basically it, you guys are very supportive there a fucking day. You guys are incredibly generous there a fucking day. We managed to hit goals there a day. That is the only time he's positive, when he's talking about how much fucking money was given to him. Which is, that's not really... You'd think to be positive in your fucking content, you'd fucking talk about things that are more positive in general, like, we've got some great news about this upcoming game, and we have a release date for this kind of game, then we have some good news about this, anything like that, things that, or updates or something, but nah, he focuses on the negatives, because that's the kind of person he is.
game to make my most disappointing games of the year countdown. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is like the textbook definition. A game with incredible amounts of potential. Incredible. And if it was implemented properly, would have probably been one of my top games of the year. But because this team got this game out completely unfinished, what a horrendous disappointment. Especially for Star Wars, too. Star Wars deserves better. Really pathetic. Anyway, yeah. Now, here's the thing. I am well aware that many of you don't care about Star Wars. Just to give you some perspective on this, yesterday's Star Wars gameplay that I uploaded to the channel, most of the videos have nearly no views. Like, no one really cares about this playthrough anymore. I don't blame you. For a game that's been a broken mess and they never fixed it, and the fact that anyone who wanted to kind of play the game rushed through it and beat it fast, and everyone else dropped it. Like, I personally, my wife and I were watching 1 to 2 people who were playing this game. They all quit. They said, fuck this. They didn't like how the game was performing and said, I'm just not playing it anymore. And they literally all dropped the game. So almost no one has a complete playthrough of this game out right now. I guess I'll be one of the few, even though, again, I'm not going to be taking my time with the side content. It just kind of sucks because, I am putting a lot of time into it this week, 10 hours to finish the game. And right now, the videos I uploaded yesterday don't even have 200 views on them. No one cares about Star Wars. Sad. But it is what it is. I'm finishing it. Alright? I'm finishing this game. And I know that means 4 streams.
But I went and missed literally, and then a few fucking got hit at once there. So Phil said literally, which I missed, which you guys reminded me of, so thank you very much for that. We got a bingo because of literally. So first bingo in the fucking game, right fucking there, hooray. And then Phil said nobody's watching, which is obviously, I ticked it off, and I said that is what it is straight after that, so I ticked it off. So I've got a quick few in succession right there. Good stuff.
Streams coming up the next week, but if you're not interested, hey, I do other variety. Like I said, I'll be doing Zelda, I'll be doing Final Fantasy. There's other content coming. It's not just all about Star Wars all week. I hope that you'll check out the other stuff, okay? So that's the schedule for the week. When I come back from my break, that Thursday will be probably more Zelda and Final Fantasy, and then Friday is the big release of Street Fighter 6. I'll be playing Street Fighter 6 a ton. The first 2 days, that Friday and Saturday, so June 2nd and 3rd, will be all Street Fighter 6. It'll probably be a mix of trying new characters, going online, and trying out the story mode. And then that React day will be pushed today. Usually my React content is on Saturdays. This week, or that week, not this week, but the week after will be Sunday. So that way I have a couple days with Street Fighter 6. And then there's going to be a lot more Street Fighter 6 around there. Now, the question really that I have to figure out, and you guys I know will help me figure this out. Should I play Diablo 4? First, it's a question of should I play it at all? Because it comes out on June. It's either 5th or 6th. I get them confused. Or the other part is, should I play it but wait? Because here's the thing. Number one, I'm still going to have Zelda.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Super Chopper for his super chat. It says, rants, game awful. Then, please come watch me play the game all week. I just hope you feel better, big man, get some iron on me. Thank you very much, Super Chopper, for that. Yeah, he's fucking telling his audience here the game's a fucking hot mess. And it's a fucking big, massive disappointment. And then it's practically the same fucking breath. He's like, but please fucking watch the rest of the fucking playthrough. I know you guys aren't fucking turning up and watching it because nobody fucking cares and the views aren't great, but please try and fucking watch it anyway for me, No, you're not selling the fucking playthrough to your audience, Phil. You just told your fucking audience right fucking there, that's a fucking hot goddamn mess of a game. It's probably going to be in your fucking top 10 most disappointing games of the year. Because it wasn't optimised to your fucking expectations. So why the fuck should anyone turn up to fucking watch you play the fucking game, whether live or on demand, when you fucking just spent the last 20 minutes telling everyone it's shite? It's just, no, I mean, why? Where's the incentive? Phil, you're not selling it to anyone. Jesus Christ, anyway.
Or the other part is, should I play it but wait? Because here's the thing. Number one, I'm still going to have Zelda. I'm still going to have Final Fantasy, and I'm playing Street Fighter 6. That's going to be 3 games. Does it really make sense to toss in Diablo 4 at exactly the same time? In addition, later on in June, we've got Final Fantasy 16. And I hate to say it, but I really do feel that my audience is more aiming and catered towards Final Fantasy than it is Diablo. And some people have actually said it makes more sense to focus on Final Fantasy. Do Street Fighter for like 2.5 weeks. Focus on the other games, juggle for variety, and
2.5 weeks of Street Fighter? Are you fucking serious?
Then start playing Final Fantasy, and that'll be your month, as opposed to Diablo. So the thing is, listen, I like Diablo 1 and 2. I thought they were amazing games back in the day. I got addicted to them on PC. I played the shit out of Diablo 2. I love.
Prophet is saying he sent me a DM of a performance video on Jedi Survivor. The problem is apparently Phil's Xbox. Okay, hold on, let me check. Oh, hello. It's a VG Tech video. Okay, thank you very much. Prophets, here we go. It's
These streets are now closed by order of censor staging. Leave immediately, or you will be arrested.
So, it's a Star Wars Jedi Survivor PS5 versus Xbox Series X versus the Xbox Series S frame rate comparison. And it's all, also they're all 30 frames. So...
Rats in a maze. I don't like it. Stick with the plan. We'll be fine. As long as I get paid.
I have rights, you know.
Leave on your own, or we take you in.
We're citizens. You can't treat us like this.
Yeah? Says who?
Level 2046 has seen better days. War's expensive. Someone's gotta pay for it.
Greetings. I am Senator Darko Sager. I represent...
Hard enough to make ends meet in this galaxy.
Not according to the propaganda.
And security.
Pipe down, prisoner.
These are the bedrocks of the Empire. Yet how can we thrive when terrorists...
Can't believe I'm about to meet a senator. These days he really shows...
I just checked how long the fucking video is. It's a 27-minute long fucking video. Like, should I skip to any points in particular, Prophet, or should I just... Should just accept the fact that it's Phil's Xbox which is fucking struggling here, and it's not the fault of the fucking game developer, because they've actually patched the game several times, and it's running good for everyone, it seems now. Like, if I skip forward randomly in the fucking video... Looks good. Looks pretty fucking smooth. Skip forward again in the video. Oh, low performance mode. Would you look at that? The Xbox on the right hand side, 60 frames, consistent it seems. Nothing looks choppy whatsoever, it looks pretty fucking good.
Watch out!
Right.
Oh, hello. Down to 45. 46, 47. So it's running slightly better on the PS5 compared to the Xbox, but it's barely noticeable, I think, at this rate. That's the performance mode though. But there you go, interesting video that Proper sent. Main issue seems to be Phil's Xbox, and him not taking care of his fucking equipment, as usual. So there you go.
Loved it, okay? Diablo 3 I was very hyped for. Came out, played it, it was a dud. I don't think that it was as good as Diablo 1 or 2, nor did my audience. My YouTube audience hated it at the time, but keep in mind Diablo 3 was over a decade ago, very long time ago. It was a different time, different kind of content. I wasn't a live interactive streamer, wasn't even doing direct capture. These were all factors, okay? So when I look at Diablo 4, all right, I just kind of like, I'm confused. I don't know, should I do it or not? Is it going to fit into my content? Are people going to want to watch it or not? How am I going to do it when I'm juggling so much else already? You know what I mean? Like, it seems like it's going to be really, really tough to juggle everything at once. You know? And just take a look at the chat right now. People are already divided. Some people are like, you should play Diablo 4. We want Diablo 4. Do it. And other people are like, nah, hold off and just focus on everything else. Like, it's a split. It's definitely a split within my viewership. So
Yeah, because nobody fucking has a clue what the fucking right answer is. How are they meant to fucking know what the right fucking answer is without fucking pissing you the fuck off? Nah, I'm going 1.25 speed. 1.25. It's time go. Time go. Faster.
So it's hard to judge what to do. I feel like if I play Diablo 4, it's going to be all about Street Fighter and Diablo 4, and anything else I'm playing, like Zelda or whatever, is going to be forgotten. Really. That's what I feel. I feel like people are not going to care. And Zelda's a 100-hour game, you know, and we're, what, 20 hours in, if that? We are 18 hours in. You know, today we'll be 21 hours in. I kind of feel like it's going to end up that games are just going to be forgotten and dropped, and I don't like doing that. You guys know that. I don't like doing that. But maybe we have to. I don't know what else to say. Let's think about it. Okay, we basically have a little over a week, I believe. Again, I think Diablo 4 comes out the 6th, but the 5th in some territories. It's very confusing, the timing of it, the way that they did it. We're going to at least have like 3 days of Street Fighter 6 before we even consider Diablo 4. But let's look. I'm going to look here and listen. Look here, look, listen to what you're saying all week, okay? And so I'll take in your feedback. We'll figure out what you guys want, and we'll try to balance everything properly. You know, again, I know I can't please everyone. You can only please some people at once. You can't please everyone at once. So I'm going to see what we can do here and go from there. Fair enough?
It's kind of weird they fucking done a wings meme or whatever, you know, but anyway, that's another bingo because Phil scratched his stash. Fucking look, listen. How about you fucking look, listen, just fucking keep your ass in your fucking lane on level 1.
Okay. See? Interesting opinions in the chat. I'm looking at everyone's opinions, and everyone seems to be split in different directions. Okay, cool. All right, so there you have it. Now, what else? Well, it doesn't look like we're going to have a long-form special event in June, because we're going to have one the first weekend of July. It's going to be my Independence Weekend Bash. Of course, I don't know if that's what we're calling it. I think what we should start doing, let's brainstorm a name for it. Once we get a name, then I can start advertising it. So it's going to be that first weekend of July. It's probably going to be Sunday, July 2nd. It's going to be a marathon. It's going to include gameplay, likely food that my wife will make, as well as a tier maker element. We're going to do all this kind of stuff, okay? But the question here really is, what should we name it, and what kind of stuff do you want in it? And the thing is, already, I would love to do, like, some classic gaming in this thing, because I wanted to do some classic gaming for a while. But at the same time, perhaps if Street Fighter 6 is a hit, you guys would want to see me do some special, like, runs with a certain character in Street Fighter 6. Or maybe you'd like to see something completely different. I don't know. So what I mean, we have a whole month to think this through and figure it out. So, let's start brainstorming, shall we? Let's start thinking about a name. It'll be that weekend before Independence Day, so you could call it the Independence Weekend, or, actually, we're not going to call it 4th of July, because it's not happening on the 4th of July, so it doesn't make sense to call it the 4th of July, but we could call it the Independence Weekend event or something like that. Or even if you didn't want to even do it like that, you could call it a summer event. You could call it like the Summer Bash. We could change it. Actually, you know what? Maybe that makes more sense. Rather than calling it the Independence Day, yes, I like this idea better. Let's do like a summer event, Summer Bash or something, because that way, because some people will be like, well, it's not Independence Day for us. We don't live in the United States. You're right. Instead of Independence Day, why don't we do like a summertime event, Summer Bash or something?
But that doesn't make sense either to fucking people living like Australia, because it's not summer for them. Just as it's not fucking Independence Day for the rest of the fucking world in July, it's also not summer for the entire fucking world. Oh my fucking god.
Something like that. Okay? I think that makes more sense, actually. So, in that way, you know, we'll have food, fun, but what will we actually do, you know, during the course of the event? Let's talk about it. Let's discuss this over the course of the next month. Let's take about a week or two to discuss the specifics, and then we'll lock it in, and then we'll start, you know, promoting and advertising and getting excited for it. Okay? Cool. So that's the next long-form event, that first weekend of July. There will not be another long-form React this month. It kind of makes sense anyway to not do one, being that it's going to have so many new releases to focus on. At the same time, this month coming up, I am planning on possibly doing some extra videos over on DSP Reacts that will be fighting game related. I actually think I want to do a tier maker around the middle of the month for Street Fighter characters and rank them against each other. But in addition to that, I also think I want to do some reviews this month. What I'd like to do is actually review some of my favorite movies ever. So maybe I'll be reviewing a movie like Clue or Ghostbusters or The Goonies or an action movie like Terminator.
Boring. I'm going 1.5 speed because this little piggy's pissing me the fuck off today. He is irritating me more than usual. Don't know why.
2 or something like that. I have to see what's available on my on-demand video services that I have, but I'd like to watch some of my favorite movies of all time and actually do like summary reviews for you to let you know why I think these are some of the best movies ever made. So it might be like a summer of good movies over on DSP React, where once a week I review a good movie from my past that I really enjoy. I think that would be some good variety content over there. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. Good. So, that is what I have to talk about there. Outside of that, thank you all for a great start to the week yesterday. Let's keep that momentum going. Please continue to support my streams in any way that you can. Whether it's as simple as coming here and giving the stream a like and engaging in the chat, that works well, and that's a great way to give this channel engagement on YouTube. But if you'd like to go above and beyond that, there's many ways you can do so, including a super chat or a super sticker live on stream, a membership or gifted membership. Right now, we had over 100 memberships expire. I think it was some crazy amount, like 150, all expired on my day off, all right? So that's why we went from almost 800 members all the way down to 630. Now would be a great time if you were thinking of supporting the community as a whole, gifting some memberships. People would absolutely appreciate that. A lot of people have expired memberships that they would hope to get renewed, so consider supporting in that way. It's a great way to help out everyone, okay? Or if you're interested in seeing the goals hit every stream, consider tipping. As you know, we do all kinds of themed goals with tips. If I raise $50 in tips, I put on a pair of Gunner glasses. If I raise $100 in tips, I put on a hat of your choice. We now have the Ryu headband from the Fight and Feast Marathon in that rotation, but in addition, we have so many hats. You know, the straw hat, the beret, the cowboy hat, the Los Santos cap, the red fedora. That's just a few. You know, freaking Pikachu hat, Viking hat, Bender hat, all these different hats that are available to be worn if we hit our tips goal of $100. And of course,
there is only one hat, which reigns supreme.
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
That's all I got to fucking say about that. That crown deserves to come back, in my opinion.
if we happen to hit a $150 goal, which is rare when we do, I doubt that we're, now that the streak is over of that, week and a half lasting, we're probably not going to be hitting the $150 goal very often, just being honest. But we have a ton of vests as well, all different kinds of colors, even one that looks like Marty McFly, a denim vest, all kinds of stuff. Good, interesting, fun, and it makes me look dumb, but that's the whole point. People like to see me look stupid. It's funny. So please consider tipping if you'd like to help out with those goals, and that, of course, helps the channel as well. Okay? Fair enough? Sound good? All right. I have some news stories to get.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Paul J. Brazel Jr. for a super chat. It says that ring is a coping mechanism. Cat's gone, Phil. I'm not sure I buy into that. I know some people fucking like to assume that the fucking cat has fled the nest. Where the fuck would she go though? She's not like this. She's never seemed like being like. I don't think she's capable of like being a functional human. Like, I'm not trying to be a mean bastard or anything, but everything that Phil seems to have fucking told us about Kat seems to indicate that she's not all fucking there mentally. Some people want to assume that Kat has left Phil, which is why we never fucking see from her or hear from her. Not sure. I don't personally believe that. But nah, I don't mean why would she fucking go though? Look, she's got a good thing going. She gets to fucking keep her money. Phil was the one who's responsible for paying all the fucking bills. That is not up to Kat whatsoever. She's got free room and board essentially. And she gets a fucking pet cat as well to keep her company. She has to endure Phil's company maybe an hour a day at most. And even then, most of the time, he's probably fucking ignoring her anyway. Playing WWE Champions. So, I don't know, she's got a good thing going there in my opinion.
Those goals, and that of course helps the channel as well. Okay? Fair enough? Sound good? Alright. I have some news stories to get to today. Let's do some follow-up news, shall we? So let's see here. Our first news story is a follow-up to yesterday's story about the Lord of the Rings Gollum releasing as a broken, horrible mess. Everyone says the game is crap. It looks like crap. It plays like crap. It's full of bugs. It's full of crashes. The platforming is incredibly wonky. The gameplay is misrepresentative of how they advertised the game, where they said it was going to be this epic stealth game with all these dialogue choices. And in reality, it's just a mess. It's a broken piece of garbage. It's $50 or $60, but then they...
Hey, said reality. So cause Phil said reality, that is another bingo. We're doing quite well on the old bingo front. Also, we've got plenty of more things. We have got 8 more spaces left for us to get a full house. I think it's possible. I think it's doable. You just gotta fucking believe.
even have microtransactions in it that apparently add dialogue to the game. I'm serious. Like, apparently Gollum never says my precious unless you buy a microtransaction. That adds it to the game. I wish I was making that up, but I found that out this morning. So, this morning the game developers released an apology. Yes, it's official. The game developers released an apology stating they're sorry the game doesn't live up to expectations and they will do their best to improve it. And it's hilarious now, because this is what? The 4th or 5th major apology we got from a game dev this year. We just had one with Redfall. We just had one with Resident Evil 4 Remake that you know, released on PC and ran like shit. It seems like every game that releases now, they already pre-wrote an apology for the game, knowing that it's going to suck. And I guess the question here is, you know, is this the future of game development, right? Is it? Is this just what we're going to see? Every single game releases, and it runs like shit, and it's broken, and it's unacceptable that games are released in that state, but we're forced to pay the full price, be the game testers, and then these game developers will slowly release patches after the fact. And the question really is, what enabled this? Because it didn't used to be like that, right? What enabled this culture of release a game broken, obviously unfinished, and then fix it after the fact? How do we get to this point? You know? There were no live game patches back in the day. Whatever game was on the disc is what you got, and that's what you played. So if it was a broken mess, people rated your game poorly, and that was the end of it. Today, it seems like what happens is, because you have some of these games where there's these Cinderella stories, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Rainbow Six Siege. That game, when it released, was a piece of dog shit. And then after about a year, they completely revamped it, fixed it, and now it's better. Final Fantasy 14. Here's an MMO that released like dog shit. Everyone hated it. Then they had The Realm Reborn, and all of a sudden, everyone loved it, and it's a Cinderella story of success. What about No Man's Sky? A game that completely overpromised and underdelivered, but over the course of like 4 or 5 years, Sean Murray delivers the game he promised. And it's, again, these stories, okay, are the exception to the rule. These are not the rule. These are the rarities, the situations where a game sucked ass, and somehow they managed to monstrously improve that game over the years to become a hit. But the problem is, it seems like every game dev is now riding on those coattails saying, we can just rush release a game out there, and if it's good, great, and if it's not, we don't care, we'll fix it later. That's an insanely bad attitude to have. And I hate to say it, it's very, very counterproductive in the games industry and to the consumer, right? It really is. Like, I'm sorry, but why do we want to see a game released unfinished, broken, and then you fix it later when we paid for it now? I've made this analogy before. Do you go to the car dealer, buy a new car, drive it off the lot, and it falls apart in the middle of the street right outside the lot, and they say, oh, we're sorry about that. In about 3 weeks, we'll ship you all the parts, and you'll have a complete car that you can use. If you go to the restaurant, and you order a delicious chicken parmesan, right? Do they put the meal down, and all you have is half of a chicken breast with ketchup instead of tomato sauce, and like a slab of American cheese melted on it, and they say, we're sorry, this is not representative of what the final product will be. If you wait about a month and come back, we'll actually give you the chicken parmesan that you ordered and paid for today. Right? No, none of that happens. But in the games industry, for some odd reason, we accept this. As consumers, we pay full price up front, and then we accept the fact that we get a bad, broken product, and we like, oh, as long as they fix it in the long term. Why do we accept that? Right? Why? Why don't we put our foot down and demand the product today that we paid for? I just don't understand this mentality. But what you're doing by allowing these game developers to do this is you're enabling bad behavior. You know what I mean? Now, the thing is, the consumer should not be punished or blamed because we didn't do this. It's the games industry culture. And in reality, you might say, well, it's the game developers' fault. I actually don't believe that. It's the managers, it's the publishers, it's those people in charge running the project who are having these issues. If you're in charge of a major game and you greenlight its release and the game is a buggy mess at launch, you shouldn't be in charge of a game. You should be unemployed because you're not a leader. You're an idiot. And all you care about is the bottom line and making that money on sales day rather than actually putting out a good product for the consumer. And you shouldn't be in any position of power. You understand? But these people are all like this now. Like, how many games this year? Let's be honest. Literally, let's think. Callisto Protocol ran like shit. Dead Space ran like shit. Resident Evil 4 Remake ran like shit. Star Wars ran like shit. Gollum, Redfall. I mean, this is just off the top of my head. I'm not even trying.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for Logan K for the super chat, who says, what have you pledged for a Project 7 reboot and don't get one? No, that's not fair. The planets aligned. The planets aligned for Phil not to fucking deliver on that promised Project 7 trailer. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, that is forever gonna be a fucking classic. Phil fucking fleeced like $1,000 from his fucking dent heads to fucking do something, and then when it came time to fucking do it, he just couldn't be arsed. When it came time for him to fucking actually take the time to do the thing he said he was going to fucking do, he was like, oh, wait a second, I'm a lazy, untalented piece of shit. I can't do this, and so he just didn't bother his fucking arse. And they fucking blamed the planets aligning for him not fucking doing it. It was just, I mean, it was classic DSP. People think it's his thumbnail material. Now, this face is an interesting face, for sure. Is this HD, like fully HD proper? Hold on. Yes, it's HD. It looks a bit pixely today for some reason. I don't know why it looks a bit more pixely than usual, but this is apparently full HD. So, let's yeah, let's see how this looks. Phil and his fucking strange wee baring fucking teeth trying to look fucking threatening. So let's see how this looks. There we go, Phil his oily shaped fucking head, baring his fucking yellow ass teeth. Not bad at all. Alright, on with the fucking bingo.
Shit. Star Wars ran like shit. Gollum, Redfall. I mean, this is just off the top of my head. I'm not even trying. And these are the games in the last 6 months that all run like shit. And we're all still buying. Right? Like, what the frick? And you know, another thing is that sometimes we kind of just give them a pass. Like, for example, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Everyone collectively agrees those games run like shit and shouldn't be in that state. But it's the best-selling Pokemon game of all time. Did you hear what I just said? Ladies and gentlemen, I clicked the wrong thing. The best-selling Pokemon game of all time is one of the worst running. So what does that set as a precedent for these game developers? Do you really think they're actually going to work and put effort into pumping this out better? No, you just padded their pockets, you know? So, yeesh. This is a bad state this industry is in, because it didn't used to be like this. But ever since all these patches are now digital and come after the fact, it's enabling the bad behavior. Oh,
that's interesting. According to Prophet, he says that according to VLC, Phil's bitrate is being forced down right now. That's interesting to know. Is that because he's still got his fucking old ass settings, so he's trying to fucking stream at 12,000 kilobytes a second or some pish? Or 16,000 kilobytes a second?
And that's not good, you know? What do we do? Well, honestly, you want to know what we do? Here's what people need to start doing. Stop buying games on release day, okay? Seriously. We gotta stop buying games on release day. Alright? Because this is what's causing the problems, alright? When you rush and buy a game on release day before those reviews come out and before you can see anyone play it, you don't know what you're getting. But as soon as, you know, that information is out there, you know, don't reward the bad behavior of a company that rushed out a game that's a piece of dog shit, right? Seriously. And I just hate to say, like, people buy so much into hype. Day one release day hype. They want to be a part of the experience, right? That's really
look who's fucking talking, you fucking stupid dick. You want to fucking, you can't fucking wait to buy his fucking brand new fucking games and play it immediately. Not because you're fucking excited for the fucking game, because you're fucking excited for the fucking views and the attention of fucking get your shitey wee fucking channel. You are not want to fucking talk about fucking buying games immediately for fucking release day. Because you are fucking just as guilty as everyone else for fucking doing it. Don't you fucking be that kind, don't be that fucking kind of hypocrite, Phil. We are fucking telling other people what to fucking do and yet you're gonna fucking go against the grain and fucking keep doing it anyway because you think you've got to fucking do it.
What it is. There's this cultural mentality that when it's a new release day, you want to be part of that release day experience. You want to feel welcomed and part of a movement, part of a community, part of a viral thing on the internet. And have you feel like you have an identity and you belong somewhere, right? I get that. I totally get that. I've been brought up into that as well. But being a 15-year YouTuber, it's diminished down to the point now where I really don't give a shit if I play a game on release day or not. Because half the time these games are so bad that it's just a laughable joke to be playing them on release day. And you might say, well, Phil, this is hypocritical. Don't you play all these games on release day? Well, yeah, but it's my job. That's a difference. I'm not a common consumer who's picking and choosing and saying, oh, I can only buy one game in a 3-month span. I'm going to rush out and buy this game on release day because I'm into the hype of the game. That's not me. This is my job to play these games and to cover them. And if they suck, to show you how bad they suck, right? A ton of people have outright said to me, Phil, thank you for playing Star Wars because when you showed us Jedi Survivor and how bad it runs, I didn't buy the game. I said I was going to get it. But once I saw how bad it was on release day for you, I laid back and I didn't play it. Good. And if I can do a public service to you guys by playing these games on release and showing you how bad they are, that's my job. You understand? But I'm the exception to the rule because that's my job to do this. You guys should not be out there wasting your money on dog shit. When you waste your money on dog shit, you enable more dog shit to be made. And when I see games like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet becoming the best-selling of all time, when it's obviously one of the most poorly optimized and running, that's sad.
Okay, but Phil, using that very fucking same logic then, you shouldn't be fucking asking your fans for money to buy these fucking games then. You fucking sometimes force the fucking audience that you fucking have to give you money in order for you to buy these fucking games, for you to then tell them whether it's good or not. So, logically speaking, here, you're fucking telling your audience, rather than them buy the game themselves, they need to give you fucking money to get you to fucking buy the game, so you can fucking tell them whether they should fucking buy the game or not. Essentially, they got to double dip. They got to fucking pay you to fucking play the game, so you can fucking then tell them whether they should fucking spend money on buying the game themselves. So, I mean, that doesn't seem very fair, does it, Phil? Come on now.
Means there's a huge problem. You understand? Man, it sucks. This whole thing is a slippery slope. You know? And Gollum game developers coming out and apologize. They might as well not. Like, do you think anyone cares? The game's a mess. No one's gonna buy it now. You fucked yourself, right? So don't even bother apologizing. Just close the fucking, close the doors, fire the management, start over. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. I'm tired of seeing this shit. And now here's the thing: June, Street Fighter 6, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 16, the big three. There's gonna be more games in June, but those are the big three. So help me God. These games better run well, and these games better be good, man. If these games fucking come out and they're buggy messes and pieces of dog shit, dude, that would be 6 straight months of games releasing broken. 6. That would be atrocious. So I seriously hope that these games end up releasing well. Brucey says, well, this is what I like about Diablo 4. They had 2 early access betas. Right. Street Fighter 6 absolutely had 2 closed betas, 1 open beta, and a World Tour beta. So you would think, with all of that, they had enough time to optimize the game, right? You would think. Seriously, you gotta have, like, your fingers crossed, your arms crossed, your fucking toes crossed. Dude, cross your fucking ass hairs and nose hairs if you have them. You know? At this point, it's like you gotta be lucky to get a good game at release day. Anyway, I think I've gone on enough about this game, okay? Let's continue. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake, which was supposed to be released 2 years ago, is once again completely scrapped, and they are remaking it from the ground up. They just rebooted and it started back from the conception phase. Yes, remember this game was supposed to come out like 2 years ago? I don't know what's going on with this game. It's a freaking remake. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not even like they're making a totally new game from the ground up. It's a remake of Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, yet they can't get this game off the ground. I don't know what's going on with this game. But you know what? Good. Do you want to know why I'm saying good? Because we just talked about Lord of the Rings Gollum. I would much rather have the Sands of Time remake be rebooted, restarted, and then come out good than just come out and be a piece of shit. So, good. Let them do this from the ground up as a fresh game, a good game, and please let it be good. Enough with the unfinished nonsense, right? The other news story is that there is a new Alone in the Dark game coming out. Okay? It is coming out in October. I believe they said it was near the end of October. I had the release date written, and for some reason it's gone. Where did it go? I had it down here. It's gone now. I think it's late October. I want to say it's like October 27th, but I could be wrong. It's starring David Harbour of Stranger Things and Jodie Comer. Jodie Comer. Who's Jodie Comer? Let me find who that is. I want to see who that is. Jodie Comer, actress.
Shut up, bitch!
English actress, born in Liverpool. Let's see what she's been in, if I recognize her. I don't really recognize her. I don't think I've seen her in anything. Filmography. She was in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker as a cameo. She was in Free Guy, The Last Duel, The End We... Oh, and the movies I've never seen. And on TV, she was on Doctors, Good Cop, Causality, Law & Order UK, My Big Fat Diary, Remember Me, Lady Shit Here. I don't know what any of these are. These are probably all British, huh? Alright, so I have no idea who she is. I've never heard of her. No wonder I don't recognize her. So, but anyway, so you got David Harbour, like I said, the cop from Stranger Things, and her as the leads in a horror game called Alone in the Dark. Now, the weird thing about this is I have no idea what this game's going to be like because there's already been many different iterations and reboots of Alone in the Dark over the years. I played one early on in my YouTube career that was an Xbox 360 game, and it sucked ass. It was really bad. I finished it barely. I liked it for...
Brad Burnian's asking me to rewind. Why? Causality. Oh, cause he went and butchered trying to fucking read Casualty. Casualty is a British drama show on the BBC. And the film misread is Causality. But it's Casualty, set in like an accident emergency. But yeah, Phil butchering the word as per fucking usual. Jesus Christ, man. I imagine that if Phil ever fucking read like these British drama shows and they fucking read the bill, he probably would think, he'd probably think it's about some sort of overdue fucking payment rather than actually about some sort of police show.
Its horror theme, but the gameplay elements were bad. It was actually, speaking of the devil, yes, almost 15 years ago, it was a completely unpolished, buggy game, I remember. So, this game could be good or not. What's actually funny, though, is they actually have a demo, supposedly, but it's not really a demo. It's supposed to be just like a playable preview that came out, and it just hit stores like the digital stores today or yesterday, and it came out of nowhere. And if this were any other time, I might be interested to check it out, but as you guys know, I'm in a time crunch right now to try to finish up everything I can finish before Street Fighter 6, so sadly, I can't take the time to play it. I'd be interested in it, but what's funny about this now is that we've got multiple horror games lining up for October. We now have Alan Wake 2, I think October 17th, and now we have Alone in the Dark around October 27th, I think they're saying. So we actually have a bunch of horror games in October, which is cool. That's obviously the right time for it. So yeah, it's cool to hear. I just don't know if the game's gonna be any good. Obviously, I'd like to follow it along a little bit more and talk a little bit more about it over time. But there you go. Guys, I'm just going to say this. I don't know why people aren't listening. If you want to be unbanned from the channel, you have to email me your YouTube channel. Okay? You have to email me the link to your YouTube channel. Not, oh, this my name on YouTube is this. Not, oh, here's an app, whatever. No. I need your actual YouTube channel. Just email me the link to it. Because if you email me the link to your YouTube channel, I can click on it in the email. It brings me right to my app, and I can unban immediately. If you're just sending me, oh, it's the name. You want me to go in my app and search through a fucking ton of YouTube channels for your name and find the right channel? It's never going to happen. Okay? And the at shit, you can't even easily just click on that and have it go to YouTube either. I need the URL to your YouTube channel. Send me that. I'll click on it. I'll unban you right away. I keep getting people emailing me saying I want unbans, but they're not emailing me the URL. So I can't unban you. It's too annoying. It's too time consuming. And half the time I can't even get it to work anyway. I search for you and I can't find you. Send me the goddamn link. Alone in the Dark is October 25th. Thank you, Matt. I'm going to put that on my calendar right now. Okay.
Shut the fuck up!
Wow, October's stacked. So now we've got Assassin's Creed Mirage on the 12th, Alan Wake 2 on the 17th, and Alone in the Dark on the 25th. We're getting a stacked ass October already, and we're only in freaking May, right? And keep in mind, Summer Game Fest is right around the corner. The Xbox event's right around the corner. Okay. All right, those are the news stories I have for today. So, folks, let's get to shout-outs. Let's see what you guys have on your minds today. We start off today with music, biz...
Okay, hold on. I'm going to slow down for the shout-outs because it sometimes fucking reads these out very fucking fast. We're going back to 1.25 speed for these shout-outs.
Marty, who did a super chat and says, Wile E. Coyote super chat is trying to do one, but it's not working. He cash apped me $5 to send to you. I don't believe that. I don't know where Wile E. Coyote is. If they're even here or banned, I have no idea. But thank you to Music Biz Marty for the super chat. Then he did a second super chat and said, alive and well in Israel, sent me $1.75 in Bitcoins. So here's 25 cents on me. Thanks for the super chat. I still don't know what you're talking about. The Villain has re-upped his membership at the super supporter level. Thank you to the Villain. I appreciate you being an ongoing supporter of the channel, and thank you for the renewal of your membership. And it actually looks like it counted as a new membership, so I'm actually going to count that towards our total for today. It's weird because I swear you've been a member before, but it didn't count as a renewal. Maybe yours had lapsed and you're just renewing it today as a fresh one. So there you go. Okay, continuing on, let's get to the tip side of things, because we have quite a few tips to shout out this morning. Our first tip of the day is, let's see here, a $2 tip. So here we go. It's Captain James T. Kirk saying, I think I got banned for no reason. Again, I don't know why, if or why you did. It certainly wasn't me if you did get banned, and I would unban you, but I need your link, and it looks like he just sent me the link. Okay, so hopefully you're unbanned now. See how easy that is? If you just send me the link. Oh, wait. Is it different? I clicked on... Oh, there's two different people. Email me at the same time to be unbanned. Captain... James Tiberius Kirk, you're not banned. I just clicked. You're not banned at all. You're not. So if you can't talk in the chat, it has nothing to do with me. It has something to do with YouTube. But you are not banned. I just checked. Yep. So I don't know what to tell you. Okay. So anyway, thanks for the $2 tip. But I tried to unban you and you're not banned. I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people have been mentioning this recently, right? They've actually been saying that for some reason they can't talk on YouTube chat, but it's not me doing it. It might be YouTube itself or something that gets your text blocked. I don't know what it is, but it ain't me because you're not banned on my channel, man. Okay. I got a $1 tip from James. Is play Metroid Fusion on the Nintendo Switch for the chill late night streams. I would love to play Metroid Fusion. In fact, that's one of the ones that I played back in the day. Was it the Game Boy Advance? It was, I believe. That's what it originally was for, right? I played that. I loved it. Many years ago. In the 2000s, I played it. So, I would love to do that for you guys at some point. Now, I can't do it now. Right now, we are pushing through games. We've got a ton of new games in June. What I'd say is, when you have ideas like this, keep them in mind and recommend them when we get to downtime. You know during the summertime, we're going to have a lot of downtime. You know we're going to get to a point where we're getting through all these other games and things are going to slow down, and that's when we're looking for these late night chill streams, and that's when we should look for this kind of stuff. Right now, we just finished Oblivion. We're going to get through Final Fantasy V, and then we're not going to have time for late night chill streams. We're going to be balancing the other new releases. So, okay. I received another $1 tip, and it's a troll. So I ignore them. I received a $5 tip from Guitar Player. How are you doing, Guitar Player? Let's see what he has to say, but let's get him on the leaderboard first. It's our first animation of the day, by the way. So thank you, Guitar Player, for that. Shut up and take my money. Love that meme. One of my favorite memes of all time. Shut up and take my money. Thank you very much, Guitar Player. All right. Let's see what Guitar Player has to say. I started playing Death Stranding this morning. I played about 2 hours. 1 hour was just cutscenes. I still have almost no idea what's going on. Yeah. It's one of those games. It's a Hideo Kojima game, man. You're going to have those vibes for a while. You're going to have a lot of lingering questions. Things will slowly start to unfold over the course of the game. You'll start to understand the plot when you get much further in. I will tell you this. Unlike a lot of other games, the game actually explains everything by the end. It does. And I actually liked the ending of the game. Even though it was one of those games that was like confusing during the game, the ending, I was like, I get it. And I really liked the ending. I saw what Kojima was going for. I understand why the game is how it is. I don't like the gameplay. I really don't. But I loved the story. Like I said, I would absolutely love to see Mr. Kojima-san, make movies or TV shows or something. I think that would be amazing, because the narrative of the game is great once you get to the end, in my opinion. So what I would say is stick with it, although understand you're going to be going through dozens of hours of boring gameplay. You're going to have to fucking be delivering packages over rocky terrain, and it's a pain in the ass to get over it. You're going to be building highways and driving annoying vehicles. It's not great gameplay. I don't think he was going for that, but the story is outstanding. Okay. Let's continue. I received a $4.20 tip from an anonymous tipper, and they want to vent. So let's let them vent in a second. But first, let's get a nice, cool 420 animation, ma. Yes, ma. Chill and relax here on DSP Bingo. I don't know where that came from, but there you go. Now I'm going to get in big trouble. Anyway, an anonymous tipper says, I'm so tired of these game companies apologizing for bad and broken release games. It's such a weird ongoing problem. I miss when most games were polished and playable. Yeah, it's like I said, if you go back 10 years, the years like 2012, 2013, 2014. These were insane years where it was like hit after hit after hit, banger after banger after banger. I know that's the meme, now you say banger. Just so much good stuff back to back. And, you could, seriously, go look at the game release schedules for like 2012, 13, and 14. And you're going to be like, oh my God, all those games released, those great games released in close proximity to each other. Yes, and all those games were great games, And that's the difference between today and then. Is like today, yeah, there's tons of games coming out, and most of them end up being junk when they're released. Maybe eventually they become better, but yeah, it's annoying. It seems like definitely there's been an insane change in philosophy of game developers and publishers, and just the quality of game releases in general has dipped. That's not good. It's just not. It's not good. You want quality over quantity. I would much rather have 12 insanely good, amazing gameplay experiences, one a month, all year long, than have 100 games that came out, and out of those, 5 were good. And again, Jedi Survivor is the textbook case of this, where the game actually is good, but the implementation is poor, and it ruins the entire gameplay experience to the point where you don't want to play it anymore. That's pathetically sad. You've ruined a great game by rushing it out unpolished. Okay. Let's continue. I received another $1 tip here. And, so an anonymous tipper says, hold on. You should buy hard copies of the games. If you're unhappy with them, you can trade them in and get some return in exchange. Buying digitally holds you back from getting money back with games you're unhappy with. You are correct. I will agree with you on this aspect of it. At least you get something back for a stinker if you bought the physical game. For now. But this is on the way out. I've already said this. I really do feel the era of physical games is ending. Take a look at Alan Wake 2. They've outright said, we're just doing digital. Right? This is the beginning of the end for physical games. Game publishers and developers don't want to be releasing these games, and the insane amount of production cost to make a disc and a box and artwork and push those out logistically to the stores, when someone could just literally go, I want to buy this now, boop, and buy it off the internet and get it downloaded to their console, right? Is it a collector's item? Yes. Is the game even on the disc? No. You put the game in your console, now the console prompts the online download to just download the same game you would have downloaded if you bought it digitally anyway. Really, the only value you get out of a physical disc today is trade-in value. All right? So if you're looking for the absolute best situation, yes, buying the physical game will at least defray some of the cost of a bad game if you bought it and it sucks. At the same time, the whole point here is not to try to make the best of the situation. The point here is to fix the situation and have the bad game not be released in that state to begin with, right? I don't think that having trade-in value is going to save the games industry from bad games. You understand? That's not the point we're talking about. I understand what you're saying. You're making a valid point that, yes, you can get some money back if you bought it physically. But the point I'm making is it shouldn't be shitty to begin with. Okay. Let's continue. Excuse me. Man. So, Zero has tipped me $1, and here is Zero's advice. Zero has advice for me. So let's see what Zero has to say, but first I gotta add the $1 before I forget. Zero's advice is as follows. Wait to play Diablo until midsummer. Things will slow down. With Street Fighter coming out, which is what you were mostly known for, I feel lots of people are going to want to watch you play that. It's also the most logical decision given all the other games that you're still playing. I tend to agree with you, but did you see how many people in the chat this morning were kind of yelling at me, saying play Diablo? Hence, the conundrum of being who I am. Do I drop the games I'm playing and only play Diablo and Street Fighter in June? Do I not play Diablo and play Street Fighter and balance it with a little bit of Zelda and Final Fantasy? Do I play everything and then a lot of games don't get played enough? How much do you play each certain game? Do I try and then if one fails, drop it? But that just upsets a whole new group of people? You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You can't please everyone all the time, and when you're a variety content creator like me, there's just no big answer. Alright? There's none. Actually, I take it back. I've come to a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. I've come to a decision this morning. I was thinking about this really hard overnight, and I've finally determined my future.
I am going to fucking go out right now and say he's about to fucking make a joke. Brace yourselves for a very shitey joke.
My roadmap for success. You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. I, Darkside Phil, am becoming a full-time Foam Stars streamer. So from now on, I'm going to wear all the outfits. I'm going to be squirting foam constantly in the office, in the game. Foam everywhere, splurting and squirting. Foam Stars forever. Foam Stars for life. Okay. Anyway, I received a super chat from Brocky. Thank you, Brocky, for a super chat. I appreciate that. Let's get you on the leaderboard as the latest super chatter. Thank you, thank you. You know what's funny is it seems like you guys have some significant delay today, but you want to know why you have significant delay on the stream? Because right when I started, before I came on camera, there was a little bit of lag in the internet, and it caused about 800 frames to drop. And if you do the math, 800 frames is about 12 seconds. And it's funny, because when I'm talking, you guys are actually reacting to what I'm saying about 12 seconds later than usual.
0 drop frames from me, baby, because my shit's well optimized thanks to Profit.
So that little bit of lag actually caused a 12-second delay on the stream. Huh. Interesting. Anyway. Foam Star Phil, correct. FSP, Foam Star Phil. Restart the stream. We could do that. What I could do, if you guys didn't want to be 12 seconds delayed, when I finish with the podcast, I could stop the stream and restart the stream, and with a manual reboot, it may get things caught back up again. We'll see. Alright, so guys, that's what I got to talk about today. I've done all the shout-outs for things that I have so far. So whatever you guys like to discuss, toss a question into the chat my way, tag me in the chat. Let's see what you guys want to discuss today. Ooh, did a super chat. Says the Foam Star bit is funny enough to give you money, laughing my ass off. Really? But that wasn't a joke. I think Foam Stars is the way to go. I mean, shit. If
here comes the part where Phil fucking buries a fucking joke and runs it into the goddamn fucking ground. Somebody actually fucking unironically found it funny and amusing. So now Phil's going to fucking ruin it by fucking going over it again and again and again and again.
Splatoon can get that level of popularity. Can you imagine what Foam Stars is going to do, right? People are going to go nuts. I mean, Foam Stars actually have like real people in it, although they do kind of look like anime-ish, right? But real people just squirting liquid foam everywhere, covering every orifice of everyone's body, filling every little nook and cranny with foam. I'm just saying. I don't know what they're thinking with these games, but they're making them, and people are buying them and playing them, and there's communities around them. There really are. I'm not joking.
Well, you're wanting to fucking talk. Look at the fucking community you've got around you, giving you fucking money, giving you hundreds of fucking dollars every single fucking day for no justifiable fucking reason whatsoever. You want to fucking talk about these fucking communities when you fucking all these fucking ridiculous fucking stipulations in your fucking chat. You're not allowed to fucking discuss drama. You're not allowed to fucking mention this or that or that or that or that. Heaven forbid you fucking mention that thing or this thing or that thing or that thing. You're only allowed to fucking talk about Phil and the game he's fucking playing. There's more you can't do in Phil's chat than you can do in Phil's chat. You're extremely limited. And the only fucking way you can get around that is to give you fucking money in the first place. To fucking ask what the fuck's going on.
I'm serious about this. Anyway, people talking about David Lynch stuff? Yeah, David Lynch, I saw, Twin Peaks and the Twin Peaks movies. I've seen a couple other David Lynch movies too. They're pretty weird though. Tyler, good morning. How's it going today? It's good to have you here. Bruzy, no, I didn't actually watch the PlayStation Showcase, so I couldn't be disappointed by it. All I did was I followed the individual stories from the PlayStation Showcase and covered them here. So, there you go. Expand Dong says maybe Foam Stars will be better than Splatoon, like how you enjoyed Dreamlight more than Animal Crossing and Multiverses more than Smash. Maybe. Maybe. Then again, that assumes I'm going to buy the game, which I'm not. If it's free, I'll play it, but there's no way I'm buying Foam Stars, so. Have I thought about getting a Tesla? No, I'm not rich. I can't afford a Tesla. If I was rich, I would maybe get one. Especially out here, they're trying to get everyone to have either hybrids or full electric cars. And we don't drive long distances, so we could have an electric car if we wanted to. But no, I don't have money for a Tesla. There's no way I would ever afford it. It's insanely expensive. Foam Stars is a good channel name. Jade says, I don't know if I love Diablo. I'd love to see Street Fighter, but I hate Star Wars right now. Oh, we're aware. You can't even watch it, man. And I feel so bad about that. 672 says, I got an email from GameStop telling me Power Up Rewards Pro is now changing to GameStop Pro. Are you psyched like me? I have not had a pro membership at GameStop in about 6-7 years. Basically, when I stopped buying physical games. And the last physical game I bought was Divinity... Was it Divinity 2? I can't even remember what it was. But that was off Amazon. The last physical game I bought from a store was...
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Ryan, aka Jinx, aka OIC, for the super chat, who says Derek's favourite meal is a cherry cheese cream pie. You're a disgusting bastard, but thank you very much for the super chat. You filthy fuck.
But that was off Amazon. The last physical game I bought from a store was... what's the Switch fighting game with springs? What's the name of that one? That no one, the game that sucked, no one played it? I can't remember what it was called. That was the last physical game I actually bought from a store. I take it back. I did actually also own, Zelda Breath of the Wild on Wii U. Okay? And, actually, my latest physical game that I own is one that I did not buy but was donated. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion on the Switch. But I didn't buy it. It was donated to me. So this is like the last physical one I have. So I haven't been to a GameStop. Dude, I couldn't even tell you the last time I was in a GameStop. It's just so sad how culture and everything changed over how GameStop became completely obsolete. You know, when I was a YouTuber when I started, this was a place that I was frequenting 1 to 2 times a week. And every time I was in there, I was dropping hundreds of bucks on games. And now there's literally not a single reason to step foot inside of a GameStop at all. It's just a junk store. You know? What a joke. So, I don't know anything about the rewards. I haven't been a part of the rewards. I'm not going to be a part of the rewards. So, there you go. By the way, think I'll ever play this? Release day unboxing. Look. There's a little thing in here. Okay, that was release day unboxing of Crisis Core. Do you see why I don't do the show anymore? That's why. Release day unboxing. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. That's the end of the video. So I don't do... Well, how gaming has changed since I've been a YouTuber. Release day unboxing used to be a hype event. You go to the store, you buy the physical game, you come home, you read everything, you unbox it. There's all kinds of shit on the inside. There's artwork. There's an instruction booklet. You get hyped for the game, reading it. Like, what is this? Why are there even these plastic tabs? What are these for? There's nothing in there. What the fuck are these even for? What is this here? What is this? What is this? What is this? Fuck? What is that for? What the? Here's your game. Here you go. By the way, the game's probably not even on there, right? You're probably gonna download it. Anyway, if you guys ever want to see this, it's up to you. You let me know. Maybe we'll play it. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Anyway. All right. I received a $1 tip from Dan the Man. Why is it safe to eat raw meat but not chicken with a little bit of pink? Well, first of all, chicken is meat. You're getting confused. It is safe to eat certain kinds of raw meat and not others. Why? Because of bacteria. Certain kinds of raw meat does not contain certain dangerous bacteria while others commonly do. For example, is it dangerous to eat raw beef? Well, there are some risks involved, but the risks of eating raw beef are incredibly low compared to the risks of, say, eating raw chicken. Because raw chicken can be infected with salmonella, which is a very, very bad thing to have in a human body. That bacteria can be dangerous and or deadly. So you don't want salmonella in your body, you want to cook your chicken. As opposed to, if you eat raw beef, chances are you're not going to get any deadly thing or bacteria in your body that's going to be too risky, and so it's fine as long as it's under the correct conditions. If you're eating raw beef that's been sitting out for 2 days on a countertop, it probably has all kinds of bacteria and you're going to get sick regardless. You see? That's the difference. Okay. Dan the Man says that was not him, so someone impersonated you. Well, that's horrible, and whoever did that, you're a jerk. Don't impersonate other people. Okay. I received a $2 tip from Hotel Dude. He says, I'm looking forward to your Street Fighter 6 streams. Will you do battles with your community or play multiplayer? That would be cool if we could get a DSP lobby going. I actually explained this, when was it? Yesterday? Okay, since we're doing this on the podcast, I should do it, because I think I did this off of the podcast, and so not everyone heard the answer. This is a good time to answer this question. Thank you, Hotel 2 for the tip. So here's the deal, all right? Street Fighter 6 comes out 1 week from today. I am very hyped for it, by the way. I know you guys are too, okay? Here's how I'm going to cover it. I am going to be taking certain characters into training mode, messing around a little bit with them, trying to learn some basic strategies and combos, then taking them online and trying them in a competitive environment. I will also, at the same time, be juggling the single-player World Tour mode, okay? Oh, look, there's Dan the Man, and then there's the Dan Man. That's why. There's a guy named Dan the Man, and then there's a guy named the Dan Man. So that's where the confusion is coming in. They're two completely separate chatters with similar names. So there you go. So Dan the Man, crisis averted, there's no one impersonating you. It's just different names in a different order. Okay. I probably read the name incorrectly then. Okay. Okay, anyway. Getting back to the comment Hotel do made. I'm going to be doing typical things I would do with a fighting game. Plus, I'm also going to try doing the story mode, World Tour. Making my own character, which I've already made in the demo. So we're just going to carry that character over. Doing the combat in the streets. Leveling up with trainers. And doing all that content. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you this up front. I said this on a stream the other day, but it wasn't on the podcast. Allow me to explain fully here. Would I like to do community nights where people from the the streams can join me in a lobby and we can play each other? Yes. Would I like to eventually do maybe a members only night where members only can join me? Yes. Those are things that I could possibly viably do. Okay. However, I don't feel like we should be promising anything until the game is out and has had a significant amount of time to be tested and played, because I must cite Street Fighter V as an example. When Street Fighter V released, I put a lot of eggs into one basket. I told you guys it was going to be a major focus of mine, that I was very excited to jump into it. I loved Street Fighter 4 at launch. It was a great game. I can't wait to play Street Fighter V. Everyone was so hyped and excited for Street Fighter V. And what ended up happening was when Street Fighter V released, it was a broken mess. It didn't work online for like 3 straight days. When it finally started working, the connections were atrociously bad and dropped constantly. The game was a piece of dog shit. And it took about 2 to 3 months for everyone to realize the game had the most lag of any competitive Street Fighter ever made. And it took them a year or more to finally update and patch the game to even be fun to play online in any capacity. Okay? So, the last thing I want to do, and you guys know this is a pet peeve of mine, when someone overpromises and under-delivers. I fucking hate when people do that. Why promise everyone the world, announce something, say it's coming, and then you don't live up to it, right? The last thing I want to do to you guys is say, hey guys, yes, we're absolutely going to do community nights and multiplayer nights with viewers and members, and we're going to do special events based on Street Fighter 6 and all that. And then the game comes out, and it's broken, and it's buggy, and it's a piece of shit, and it's unbalanced, and no one likes it, it's dog shit. I don't want to do that. What I'd like to do is a wait-and-see attitude. I'm already committing to playing it at launch for a bit. We're going to explore it together, for about a week or two. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to see what happens. Now, if the game is good, then absolutely, positively, yes, I would love to do nights with you guys, maybe once or twice a week on a late night stream. It's time to play, everyone. Let's do it. What I could do is maybe one night, it's just a lobby, and I give everyone the password to the lobby on the stream. Anyone can join with the password. And then maybe another night, it's a members only. So I post up a thread, right? And the thread says, hey, here are the members only thread, correct? On a community tab of the channel. And say, hey, members only, here's the password. If you're a member and you have this password, you can join the lobby and we can play each other, right? So there's all these different things we could do. To make it work. But again, not unless it actually works. And I'm not going to waste my time promising the world to you and then disappointing you. Instead, let's play the game. Let's see what it is for a week or two, essentially. Let's test it out. If it's great and it works well and you guys are into it and everyone's liking it, I would be 100% on board with doing those kind of nights with you guys. Okay? But we have to see. And the thing is, the game's cross-platform too. I don't know how it's going to work, the cross-platform ability, if you'll be able to join a lot. Like, let's say you have it on PC and I have it on Xbox, or you have it on PS5 and I have it on Xbox. Will you be able to join my lobby? I don't know how that works. I don't think anyone does because it hasn't been tested yet, right? So I guess we'll see what happens. Now, if Street Fighter 6 is a game that I like a lot, I will keep it in the rotation. We'll have Friday night fights where every Friday night I'll probably be doing Street Fighter 6 lobbies, probably just randomly against people on the internet. And then if it continues and you guys like it, I can even have it as an ongoing thing for members or viewers, whatever. Let's see. But let's play it by ear and let's play it safe. I really do. After being burned with Street Fighter 5 so badly, I absolutely don't want to be risking that kind of shit with Street Fighter 6. It's just not worth the risk of trusting these guys to pump out a game that's going to be worth playing when they fucked it up so bad with Street Fighter 5. Okay? So let's find out. I know there's a different dev team now. That dev team that made Street Fighter 5 essentially doesn't make this game anymore. It's a new team that came in halfway through the development of Street Fighter 5 and took over the reins. So maybe we can actually trust them. I guess we're about to find out, right? Hello, on David Ortega. Okay, so that's your answer, hotel guy. Or hotel dude, excuse me. I'm absolutely considering it. I would love doing that. Let's play it by ear. Let's see how it goes and judge it as it comes out and go from there. We got a week to wait. 1 week to get through till Street Fighter 6 and then the hype begins, right? All right. Okay, excuse me. Do I remember being a GameStop customer getting the game magazines? Yes, Game Informer. Absolutely. That was always one of the things you got when you were a pro member. Darth Gullbuck, how you doing? He said, it's my day off today. I can hang out for Zelda. Sounds good. Good to have you here. No, 672, I don't want your early copy of Street Fighter 6. Anso Kamaru says, what makes Splatoon great and popular is not just gameplay, the music, the lore, the close style, and the great characters. Foam Stars won't be better on gameplay alone. Okay. Fair enough. Hello, Ghost. Greetings. Joe Millionaire says, the benefits of playing with a member, maybe there'll be a lower risk of them being the hack.
Hold on. That username. Let me hear that username again.
Joe Millionaire says, the benefit...
Million. He said million. You know what? I'm counting it. I'm ticking off million. There we go. Okay, continue, Phil.
Hello, Ghost. Greetings. Joe Millionaire says, the benefits of playing with a member, maybe there'll be a lower risk of them being the hackers. I mean, maybe. The thing is, as you know, most people in my community are not competitive fighting game players. Let's be honest, because I've been out of competitive fighting games for the longest time. Anyone who was kind of a competitive fighting game player who was a big fan of mine kind of moved on. And I understand that totally. There's a few exceptions here or there, but for the most part, yeah, the fighting game community moved on from watching my content because I didn't really care that much about the competitive nature of fighting games anymore. Moved on to being a variety streamer and a variety content creator. So, gotcha. We'll see what happens. Actually, Ramrod, no, the GameStops that I used to go to regularly did not smell bad. He says his used to smell bad. Mine did not. Mine always smelled pretty good, pretty clean. How confident am I in Starfield? On a confidence scale of 0 to 10, I've got a belief that the game will be good, about a 2 out of 10. From what we've seen. However, keep in mind, it's coming up, right? The digital event is the 12th? 13th? I have it down here. The Microsoft digital event is coming. That's going to be both Microsoft and, here it is, the 11th. June 11th. It's the Xbox Game Showcase paired with the Starfield Showcase. So, I guess we'll see. By the way, Captain Kirk, yeah, as you can see, I couldn't unban you because you're not banned, so I don't know why you can't talk. I wonder what it is that caused you to not be able to talk in the chat, but it ain't me. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird and it's wild. And it's stuff. By the way, I should also say this. If you have requested to be unbanned like 10 times and I still didn't unban you, it's probably because I don't think you should be unbanned. There's people who literally just keep emailing me every day to be unbanned, and I'm not doing it because they're jerks. They've had repeated infractions and repeated, insults and intent. They're just idiots. And then they keep, oh, can I get unbanned? No, that's not the point of getting unbanned. The point of getting unbanned is maybe you got banned once and it was either a mistake or maybe it was a momentary lapse in judgment and I'm like, okay, it's fine, I'll let you back. If you've been unbanned 3-4 times already and you ask for the 5th time, I'm not unbanning you. In fact, I'm just going to block your email at this point. Okay? Destiny Warrior has done a super chat. Thank you so much, Destiny Warrior. He says, Phil, do you remember Dragon's Dogma? But get ready for the second one. It might be good. Oh, yes, I remember it. And I actually loved Dragon's Dogma. My viewers didn't. I played the entirety of the game, grinded it out. This was before I was a streamer, okay? That is not how you spell warrior. There we go. This was before I was a streamer. I really enjoyed doing a long-form playthrough of the game, okay? But, didn't really catch on my audience, I remember back then. People just thought it was kind of alright. First, they had good views, and then kind of tapered off because of the nature of the game and what it was. But I think that would be a great game for late-night chill streams, where we're relaxing together, and I'm running around hunting monsters with my party and leveling up and doing dungeons and stuff. That would be that kind of a game. It's not like a mainstream daytime game. That's more of a chill-style game, I think. It should be fun. But I'm looking forward to the sequel. I think it'll be good. I received a $2 tip from 000. Can I be a DSP Reacts member and join Street Fighter 6 lobbies? I don't want to be a DSP Gaming member just for Street Fighter 6 lobbies. So, I know this might be a little tough. I have to explain the concept of separate YouTube channels, okay? So, for example, DSP Gaming is the channel where I do all my gameplay-related projects and this podcast. DSP Reacts is where I do my weekly react show, long-form reacts, reviews, food vlogs, and that kind of content. Completely separated, really, from any kind of gaming content, you understand? Sometimes we'll rank games and things in a tier maker, but it's not actual gaming. Anything that's gaming related is on DSP Gaming, hence the name DSP Gaming. That's the point. That's why.
Then why was your live stream very recently covering all these fucking things that went in your React channel hosted on DSP Gaming? Riddle me that, Piggy.
It's named that, you understand? So, if you become a member here, no, your features don't carry over to DSP Reacts. If you become a member on DSP Reacts, no, your features don't carry over to DSP Gaming. They're separate YouTube channels with separate features, separate perks, and everything's separate. That's the point. So you might have to choose between, or become a member on both if you want the features of both channels. That's how it works. That'd be like saying, well, I don't get it. If I go to KFC and I buy the bucket of chicken, do I also get the chalupa from the Taco Bell because it's the same business? No. You bought the bucket of chicken, so you got the bucket of chicken. They didn't also hand you a chalupa from the other side. You get one or the other. That's what you got. If you want the chalupa, you go to that side of the counter and you buy the chalupa. You see? Now, some people would take the fried chicken out of the bucket and put it into the chalupa and try to eat it. That's disgusting. There's bones in there. What are you? You're sicko. Don't do that. Anyway, so the answer is no. It will not carry over. They are separate features. Okay. Kevin Bernstein has done a super chat. Can I suggest doing what Osmond Gold does? Do ban appeals on stream. It would make content for the time it takes to deal with something. No. I don't have enough time to do what I want to do on stream. I don't want to waste time unbanning people live on stream like that. It's my judgment if I want to unban someone or not. It should not be a community decision, because all will happen is all the trolls will always vote to see their friends unbanned, and they'll have like infinite ban immunity, while others never will. So the answer is no. The answer is no, and I'll think about it one more time. Maybe if I consider it very closely, no. We're not going to do that. Sorry about that. Okay, we got some tips here. A $2 tip has come in from Anzo Kamaru. He says, I'm an ex-competitive fighting game player too. It'll be really cool to get a chance to value in Street Fighter 6. I mainly played in tournaments in BlazBlue, Alpha 3, Street Fighter 4, and Tekken. My jury is coming for you. Likely you're better than me. Seriously, I haven't been in a competitive mode of fighting games in a very long time. So for me to try to actually get competitive at any fighting game is going to be a daunting task when I'm out of practice for as long as I have been. With the exception of playing classic games like Super Turbo or Third Strike online, I haven't really played anything. So the truth is, you will likely whoop my butt. But I'm hoping that I will at least play enough that I will get a basic understanding of everything and at least be able to hang a little bit. But that's, my goal is not to be competitively good. It's just to have fun and make good content for you guys. So, okay, I received a $5.50 tip from an anonymous tipper. So this is actually, the top tip of the day is actually anonymous right now. Thank you for that. And they said their suggestion is these people who are trying to talk and saying they can't, but then you checked and they're not banned, did they accidentally unsubscribe to the channel because the channel is sub only? That's a good suggestion. I mean, I didn't even think of that. Remember, guys, my channels are sub only to stop bot accounts from trolls coming in and being disgusting and spamming really insulting stuff. So that could be what it is. If maybe you accidentally unsubscribe to the channel and you got to resub for 24 hours to talk, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Did I play Metal Gear Solid 1? Yes, I did. Did I do 2 playthroughs of it? At this point, I can't even remember. I know I played it at least once. I don't know if I ever played it a second time. But I know I played it at least once to its entirety back in the day. A long time ago. So. Alright. Anso Kamara says, don't worry, I'm out of practice too. You're probably better than me. I don't know about that. I've really been out of the major modern Street Fighter loop for a very long time. I feel like it's going to take me a long time to get used to modern Street Fighter. I really do. I'm missing out on a lot. Yes, Jade. I know you said you were going to be playing Street Fighter for yourself and trying to learn it. And yes, I'd be happy to have you if we do these community nights or members nights or whatever it may be. I'd be happy to have you on there in the rotation and play against you. We'll have to see what happens if, like I said, I hope the game's good. I hope that we could do that and have those nights and get to that point. But again, I'm not going to overpromise and underdeliver. I want to see if the game is good first. So. Yes, they did. Apparently there was a duplication glitch in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and they apparently patched it today. So the duplication glitch has been fixed and people can't cheat anymore. It's good to know. I don't care. I wasn't going to use it anyway. I didn't even know what it was. You guys had mentioned it on streams. When I was playing the game, you had mentioned that there was a dupe glitch. And I was like, oh, great. All right, guys. Last chance. If anyone has a last-minute question, concern, comment, contribution, anything here, let's get it out of the way. I'm going to go on a brief break, and then we're going to jump into Zelda. I just received a generous tip of 50...
Oh, did I miss Turbo Nose? Is that what it is? I was wondering why Luna was fucking yelling at me. I wasn't sleeping, but I will admit, I kind of zoned out. I zoned out because Phil fucking got me there in a state of just fucking, I just fucking I went into zombie mode trying to fucking pay attention to Phil. So, we got 2 things. Phil said no exaggeration, and we had Turbo Nose, which is of course the bingos. Now guys, we are 2 burps away from a free space. And also remember, if we get 100 likes on the stream, that's another free space. So there's 3 things left. But we could get 2 free spaces. Meaning we'd only need one of these things. But we need to get those 2 free spaces though. And it's possible to get it, so hopefully we can get the burps happening as well as the 100 likes.
$15 From Jinx. He said, I watched your On-Demand Oblivion last night. Wow, what an ending. I know, I liked the ending. I actually really liked the ending. Looking forward to some Zelda today. You should definitely play Diablo 4. If it's hard to decide, you should do a poll either in a stream or on the community tab. Just a thought. Yeah, let's see what happens over the next week. Let's all talk about it. Let's discuss. Let's see what people are feeling. And go from there. Alright? You know what? One thing I'm going to suggest, everyone? Street Fighter likely will, at the very least, Street Fighter is going to be a big thing on my stream for at least a week or two, if not longer. I would hope longer. I would hope Street Fighter ends up being really good, Street Fighter 6. If anyone has any ideas, I'd like to submit Street Fighter animations for the streams. I would be open to doing Street Fighter related animations for contributions. I think that would be pretty sweet if we had them. Keep in mind, I have no capability of making any kind of animations. I have no know-how, no skill, and no software to do so. But there are many of you who've made animations for me, and it's people who say all the time, I'd like to make one. This would be an ample opportunity, perhaps, if you'd like.
Pay them then, you fucking cheap dick. If you're gonna fucking demand people to fucking make you this kind of shit, pay them for their fucking work.
To do Street Fighter stuff for the streams, that would be pretty cool. All right, like new pop-up animations is what I'm really talking about. So. Do I think Elder Scrolls 6 will be better than Skyrim? I don't know. We don't know anything about it. When you know nothing about it, you can't make a judgment. I don't know. Will Fallout 5 be better than Fallout 4? Right? Oh. Tyler says, I'm thinking of buying Street Fighter 6 and maybe match with you. Hey, again, I'm not promising, but that's my intention. My intention is to play the game, enjoy it, get decent at it, and do that kind of community stuff. But we gotta see if the game's good. Really, do you see how apprehensive I am about this game after Street Fighter?
We have 100 likes, which means we have 1 free space earned, thanks to you guys liking the stream. And of course, your reward for that is the amazing Bubbles animation that Pixar Animations so kindly made for us.
These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
Oh, yo, that smells really, really good. I love it. Fighter 5, because Street Fighter 5, I was like, oh yeah, no problem, we'll do all that, right? Like I was totally sold, and would say, oh, I'm gonna do all that, and then after that, I was like, nah, I'm actually not gonna trust it, right? Okay. Okay. More shoutouts. Hold on. I got $1 and one. Why the hell did this just pop up? I didn't click that. I got $1 and 1 cent tip from Pizza Turtle. He says, Riddle, turn me on my side. I am everything. Cut me in half. I am nothing. What am I? Oh, God. What? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Sorry. I can't answer that one for now, but maybe later. Okay. Let's see here. I got a $25 tip from Lisa Liu saying, it's the color scheme of Street Fighter 6 reminds me of Fortnite, not the graphic. I hope it's good. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, the art style's better than Street Fighter 5 at the same time. Yes, it can be a little bit jarring or alerting when you see it and you're like, uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you, we have a hat poll. Also, we're behind live DSP by about 3.5 minutes, but he has just started a hat poll. So, yeah, this has been a very generous podcast for Phil.
This just look like Fortnite. But I think overall it's not. Like, you actually look at the gameplay, graphics and everything, it looks pretty good. So, I'm not too worried at all, actually. I'm hoping it's going to look good and play good. The betas certainly did. The 2 betas that I was a part of. So, thank you for that. Because of that, Lisa Liu tip, we have now hit our first tips goal of the day, which is $67. So, thank you very much for that. Okay. Gonna glass this time, right? It's funny because I'm about to put these on and then I'm about to end the podcast and take them off to go use the bathroom. Okay, so guys, thank you for a great show. Let's end the show here, so I can go use the restroom when we get ready for Zelda. Thank you for your support so far. It's been a good show, good variety of topics covered. And I thank you very much. 1 week left until the release of Street Fighter 6, everyone. And so I hope that you're getting hype. Again, as more information comes out about the game, I'm sure we're going to be talking about it. I can't wait to learn more about the World Tour mode. And early reviews likely will be coming out from uninformed journalists soon, which we could completely ignore, I guess. But in the meantime, thanks for watching the Level 1 podcast, and I will see you later. Okay. All right, guys, let's swap over here. And let us get, what happened here? Here we go. Let's get set up for Zelda. Okay, I think that's all. Yes, is that correct? Is it fitting? Yes, the camera's fitting. Good. Fits good. Okay. Do you guys want me to restart the stream for the delay? It's not a big deal, I don't think. It's not a giant delay or anything. Anyway, hold on a second here. NDO 103 has just tipped me $100. $100 from NDO. So because of that, we have now hit all of our goals for the stream. And we haven't even started with gameplay. Oops. What the? Why is it not working? NDO 103. Okay. So that gets up to 167, and that means you guys can vote on a hat while I'm on my break here using the bathroom. And then when we come back, after I get the hat on, then we can vote on a vest. Alright? So, let's get a poll going here. Which vest is Zelda best? Let's see here. Not vest, oops. Which hat is Zelda best? I jumped the gun and went right to the vest because we gotta do the hat first. Which hat is Zelda best? The straw hat, the beret, the Viking hat, or
fucking inflatable fucking crown.
I'll do the fake hair hat. Okay, so you guys vote. Let's go on a break. It's going to be about roughly a 10-15 minute break. And then when we come back, Zelda continues. All right, thank you guys. I'll be back soon. See you in a bit.
And away goes Timmy to spend that fucking money. And he's advertising as well. He's monetizing the fucking the audience. So if I hit live right now. No, he's not back yet. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to turn the music up. You guys can enjoy some quality, you know, tractor tunes. We'll wait for Phil to return. Enjoy the music.
My life today is the best I've ever had. And I mean that. Like, every day I feel like is the best day of my life.
Your life is nothing.
I love my life. I have so much fun every single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I have an emptiness in my life. Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
You're still bagging for $10 donations and $20 donations to pay your electric bill, to pay your fucking rent, alright? I get it. I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to. One of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. Alright? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's Day Off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups to your cat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, paying my taxes, pet store, paying my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on posing damn shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can, just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term, but right now I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Why are you laughing? Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off, and you're gonna laugh? Oh, that's funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, your one day off for the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week. That's funny, right? No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Huh?
This one's for all my baby girls.
Because you're not rich and you're not famous and you're not this and you're not that. You had an opportunity to be, but you blew it all. And I said, well, oh well. I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud to be a loser.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy fuck life. I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy on level 1. Level 1. Married happily, paycheck to paycheck happily, meaningful relationship, meaningful life with a family. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. Tomorrow, if I stop streaming, I would not be able to get a job. So it would be the end of my life. But outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy fuck life. I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the thousands of children. When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. Big ups to your cat, and I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have money, wife, money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much, Dido1968, for the super chat. He says, "This is a tire place. Not sure why I had to tip you, as email didn't go through, and I hadn't applied 24 hours ahead for chat or slow-mo. Your tire is ready to pick up." Well, I think you got the wrong stream there, D-Dog. I'm not tired even fucking drive a fucking car, so I don't know if I'm missing tire. But yeah, I can imagine Phil fucking telling the tire guy to fucking do that shit. As I subscribe to this channel, then wait 24 hours, then fucking tip me and let me know when my fucking tire's fucking ready. I'm still on the fence about the whole thing. I know there's a lot of fucking debate about Tiregate. Some people think Phil didn't actually get a tire stolen, but Kat's fat asses probably burst it or something when she was trying to fucking do some hair tricks or something in the car. I don't know. But what I'm just saying, let's give it time. If Phil is being true and honest, it means that this is something that he would have absolutely had reason to report as a crime to the police, which means it'll be fucking public information. So, when we see the police report, then we can maybe start believing Phil a bit more that he's actually being honest, at least about what happened. Because the alternative is he's filed a false police report, which of course is a big fucking no-no. But until we see a police report, I'm on the fence. That's all I'm leaving it at that. Until we see further evidence, I'm sceptical. That's all I'm going to say about that. Brian says you're forgetting the fact that the cops are useless there and only deal with human trafficking. Fucking renting the hotbed of fucking human trafficking in America, of course it is. Jesus Christ, man.
That was the start of my YouTube career. Today, many years later, things are a lot better. That's for sure. That is for certain.
Regardless, it's always good to be skeptical of what Phil says.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Kel Denson, for the super chat. It says, please pay my bills. I ain't paying shit. But guys, in case you haven't seen on Twitter, good time to actually go on Twitter and show us off. I was checking out his fucking tweet, very old style tweet. Low T King. Phil had an old website. 2003 was his top hater days. So that being said, had a thing, you know, where I fucking talked about, you know, old DSP stuff from back in the fucking day. And this guy found Phil's old website and a bunch of quotes from Phil Burnell from his website. I'm 6 feet tall. Lie. And weigh about 195 pounds. Lie. I'm built but out of shape. I used to lift weights. The top right one fucking kills me, man. It kills me. All I can say is that I have an undeniably badass taste in clothing. The only person who said otherwise was a guy named Big Dave, but he's a homophobic slur. Anyway, and he looks like Urkel, so he's not one to talk. And the bottom right, of course, Phil claiming, I am a heterosexual, not some slimy fat fuck who smells like a sweaty nutsack and has pieces of old donuts stuck in his stubble of a beard. I'm not some cross-dressing closet case bisexual who thinks that it's okay to dress up as a female anime character. These are all Phil quotes from the early 2000s. From his website. So yeah, a lot of fucking good old lore from back in the day. As you can see, Phil's still not back yet. We're still waiting, but his shitey music's still fucking playing. So he's been away now on his break for 13, 14, 15 minutes. This has been a 15-minute fucking break from DSP. So, yeah, who knows? Who fucking knows where the fuck is? But yeah, that was a very good tweet. Definitely liking and retweeting that. So, this is just a taste of what That Being Said experienced the other night. Confirmed Phil Burnell post from 2003 that he would later say also applied to his own mother. 1. So Phil apparently made his post. There are really truly interesting and wonderful women. Shit, every woman I've ever known was either 1. Extremely selfish and self-centered. 2. Too busy, feeling sorry for herself to do anything else. 3. Too annoying and or geeky to stand for more than 30 minutes. 4. Too stupid to listen to advice they ask for, doing stupid things and then complaining to you because they went totally against what you told them. The fucking irony there. 5. A total slut. 6. A total tease, leading you on and then crushing you under her boot when you finally let on that you like her. 7. A total liar. 8. So demanding that she expects you to read her mind like some kind of fucking psychic and never do anything unless it's with her. Don't be fooled. If she says you can go do something and she doesn't mind, she's lying and you'll pay for it later. 9. Too full of herself. And 10. Just plain fucking crazy. This is fucking all of what DSP thought of women back in 2003. Fucking chick magnet DSP fucking clearly knew all the fucking inner workings of fucking women and how they operated. So yeah, I do appreciate it when people do a deep dive into some old classic DSP lore. You do find some great gems in there, you really do. But fuck me, man, it's just incredible what old DSP fucking said sometimes on his dumbass website was just so fucking hilarious. Some of the claims he fucking made, it was just, it's delightful. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what that being said will produce with us all this kind of old school exposure. Where the fuck is this moron? This is a long ass fucking break. Can up to almost 20 minutes. 18 minutes and counting. Didn't you fucking find a random fucking pig go thing? Can I take an old quote here? Selfish and self-centered. Hold on. Let's just try and pig go something here. Maybe the space is fucking ruining it. Hold on. 37 results for selfish and... I must fucking spell it wrong because I'm British. My British still spelling. He's still not back yet. Okay. What's this one? What's this one about? Will it play? Is it even Phil saying it, or is it a character in the game saying it? Not Phil's back.
Yourself, you shouldn't have necessarily.
Okay, it doesn't even fucking matter. Phil's back from fucking spending all that fucking money. Here we fucking go. So, let's see what Phil has to say and do.
For a vest, fake hair on. So.
Just swim through it once.
Here we go. The game continues.
Okay, guys, I am back. Let's get set up here. Looks like you guys voted for the fake hair hat while I was gone. So let me go ahead and grab the fake hair hat. Okay. And let's see here. Let's see. Hold on a second here. Okay, let me grab the fake hair hat, and then we're going to have a pull for a vest.
Oh.
Alright. Pull for a vest, coming right up. Hold on. I forgot the camera wasn't on, duh. Okay. Pull for a vest coming right up. Let's end this. What's up, Chef D? How are you? What's up, Radical Jaws? How are you? Yes, I did play Max Payne. I have a playthrough of that live. The first one. I never played the sequel. Okay. So, which vest is Zelda... Oops. Zelda best? Let's see. Which vest is Zelda best? What do I put in the running today? Camo would match the hat, so we'll put camo. The original beige. The denim vest would kind of match my shirt. And then the dark blue, which I never wear. There you go. Hold on. The dark blue didn't type. There we go. There you go, guys. Okay. In the meantime, I also received a $2 tip from Radical Jaws. He says, hi, DSP Gaming. I'm excited for Street Fighter 6. I can't wait for you to play Marissa and see if you enjoy her. Marissa Madness like the good old days. I watched you play Street Fighter almost 15 years ago at this point. I'm excited to see you play in the modern day. Viva La Guile's Big Pecs.
I think Phil's actually fucking restarting the stream. So, yeah, it looks like that's happening right now. So, it might go a bit strange in a bit.
There you go. Thank you very much for the $2 tip there, Radical Jaws. What did I just click? I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on. Here we go.
Be reminder as well, guys, if Phil burps one more time before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that is another free space. We already have one free space. We've earned one free space already because you guys liking the stream. So if Phil burps one more time, that'd be 2 free spaces, which means we only need one of these 3 things to happen to get a full house. Now, of course, Phil might not burp between now and him starting recording for gameplay. I expect he will. I hope he will, of course. But just letting you guys know, we are very close to a full house here.
Excuse me. Okay. The stream is very behind. Do you guys want me to restart? Okay, I will restart the stream, everyone. Give me like 30 seconds to do so, and then it should catch up fine. I'll be right back. Just refresh in a bit. There you go. I'm going to restart, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if this catches everybody up here. I hope so. You guys, when you see me on the stream, type 1 in the chat. When you see the stream back live, type a 1 in the chat. I'm still waiting. No one's typing anything. The stream is dead. Completely dead. Still waiting. 1. Okay, there it is. Hopefully there's not a massive lag. I guess we'll have to see. I did what I could. I can't do anything else to make it better. So, hopefully it's good now. No, I saw nothing about this Last of Us multiplayer game right now. I guess you guys said there was breaking news during my podcast about the Last of Us multiplayer game. So, I don't know. No, I didn't check on it. I did not check on it. I'll have to look at that later, and we'll probably talk about it on tomorrow's show. Sounds like breaking news that happened, and I wouldn't know about that, okay? Okay. Here, let's try again. Ready? Type the number 2 right now in chat. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11... Okay, 10. 10-second delay. That's better than it was. It was like way longer than that. It's a 10-second delay. Way better. It was taking forever earlier. So. Okay. I can collect platinum points. What the fuck? I shouldn't have clicked that. Let's just go to the game. I clicked it. It went to some weird thing. What's going on now? Oh, okay. I have no audio. Oh, because I'm not plugged in. That would make sense why I have no audio. Okay. Now I have audio. There we go. Still, the Kubo says you finished Elder Scrolls, you'll finish Jedi soon. I don't see the problem adding Diablo with Street Fighter. It's still the same amount of games. Final Fantasy V is almost done. The point I'm making is Street Fighter is going to take up an insane amount of time. It's not like, oh, I'm going to play Street Fighter once every 3 days. Like I'm doing with some of these games. It's going to be, I want to play Street Fighter tons of streams. There's no way to even play a fighting game once every 3 days. You'll never win a match, you see? It's a little bit of a different situation, so that's why we're kind of deciding on Diablo right now. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
Oh, son of a fucking bitch, that's I'm going straight into fucking recording for gameplay for YouTube. That is going to be the end of bingo, I guess, you know? We had one free space because of likes, so I'm just going to tick off admittedly, which gives us one more bingo. But sadly we ended up being 2 away from a full house. We weren't too far away at all from a full house, but sadly we fell just slightly short. Phil came close to doing siege mode. I did keep an eye on his arms, but sometimes it was like he was almost in siege mode, he almost folded his arms, but he was doing that kind of strange thing where he's like fucking having like a strange scratch of his arm. Like it looks like he's almost enough. End of the day though, I still would have been 1 away as well because Phil did not say that being said either. It is what it is. So yeah, also Phil's had a very promising podcast. He's hit all 3 tier goals, tier goals already, so he'll be a happy chappy. And of course, I'm not going to be here for tomorrow. I don't do bingos on Saturdays. I'd rather just fucking I have a day off. So hopefully I can recover some more. As I said, I'm not feeling too well right now, so I will try my best to try and recover more tomorrow when I'm back. So when I'm back on Sunday, I'll hopefully be feeling a bit better. But guys, hope you enjoy your weekend, how you want to spend it. I'll be back on Sunday for some more bingo antics. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, enjoy your Saturday as well. Make sure you fucking support other content creators doing their thing. Prophet, are you live later on tonight? I know Prophet does Friday night streams sometimes, you know, so yeah, so Prophet's going to be live later on. If you guys want to check out Prophet doing a live stream later on, support that big bald pervert, you know, doing his live stream. So there you go. And of course Saturday as well, plenty of people doing their thing on Saturday. I assume Decepticon will be doing some sort of fucking endure with somebody. He can't help himself. But there you go. But I'll be back on Sunday, as I said. I'm going to end things, so I always end things. I'm going to play Notorious PIG contributions made by the excellently talented Pixar Animation. So guys, thank you once more for being here. I do appreciate everyone keeping writing the card, also the contributions as well, and in general just for being here. And I hope you all had a good fun time anyway. And hopefully on Sunday we can get a full house. Until then guys, enjoy your Friday, enjoy your Saturday, and I'll see you on Sunday. Catch you later, peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant.